Hello and welcome to Brew Crew. Not sure if anybody's watching at this point or not, but I decided to go live. I was over on another stream and well, some stuff was going on. I thought, not really interested. I'm going to start my own stream. So hopefully someone will want to show up. We can hang out and chat. Nothing wrong with that. The only exception I do make is no politics, please. That's just something that I really don't want to discuss. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and share this out, see if anyone wants to come in. I'm sure everybody else is currently busy because I'm sure there are going to be other people online right now. So it may or may not be very long. No telling. It all depends on what's going on today. And I do hope everyone's doing well. I had to end my stream suddenly because the appointment I was supposed to have later got moved up without notice. So, yeah, always fun. And, yeah, anyhow, at least I got that out of the way. And, just, gotta figure out what to have for lunch. Not sure yet. I mean, it is around lunchtime. Don't know what to have. Of course, I can always count on the stream elements bot to be in the chat, even though it doesn't do a damn thing, and I can't figure out how to change it. But such is life. It's there, and again, I hope everyone is as well as can be. Um, well, let's see here. I did go ahead and tweet this out, so hopefully somebody will show up eventually that wanted to participate in the chat, which would be a good thing. Of course, I could always just, I don't know, turn on my camera and go to sleep. I don't know. That would be something different. Uh, Not exciting, but different. In fact, let me see who's on right now. Okay. Yeah. Uh, like I said, oh God, Mr. Blundell's on. He's premiering a movie. SpaceX was live earlier. Uh, okay. Uh, Andy Tucker was live an hour ago. Who knows if he's still on or not? So let's see here. Uh, all right, we got a few people watching. At least that's good to know. I'm going to see what's going on in the chat. Let's see here now. And Poe gives it a thumbs up. Thank you, Poe. Nice to know somebody's out there. Oh, okay, yes. I decided to check out Andy Trucker's stream. It was just, he's doing some DaVinci Resolve shit. Um, I don't use the program, don't really care. And Milton Knowles, hi. How are you doing today? Yeah, we're going with the Brew Crew, episode 4. Because these are random streams, I just decided to call them Brew Crew. It actually decided, excuse me, the one actually called Brew Crew episode 2 was actually the first one I renamed a different stream as episode 1 because it kind of fell into the same lines as the second. So I thought, yeah, what the hell? I'll just start off. And now we're at episode 4. These are just random streams at different times. Yeah, Ryan won yesterday. The Norville Nation was coming on and asking how long he'd be on because, as I said, when he was the channel he was going on was going live soon, so I went ahead and asked him to post about that. And then I ended the stream right before that stream started, and sent people over. And so let's see here. We got 9 people watching, which is cool. Um, what's going on today? I hope it's a good day for everyone. Um, yeah, just kind of, I don't know. And what's up? Not a damn thing. I was over on another stream, and yeah, they were showing video of another live stream. And if I say what I'm thinking, it'd piss people off, so it's better to just shut up. Um, I'll just say that there are certain live streams I avoid going to because, well, they're not my taste. That's all I can say without offending people. And even that will offend people. So if it does, yeah, deal with it. People are offended by something all the time. I say something intentionally that is offensive, I understand. But for fuck's sake, some people want to be offended by everything. Hmm. All right, let's see here. I had 422 subscribers, 423 subscribers when I started the last stream. I have 422 now, and supposedly I'm up by 1. Yeah, YouTube, you know how to count, don't you? You sure know your math. Hell, I think even, dear God, what am I going to say? I think even Star Trek Discovery isn't that stupid. And that's sad that I can praise Star Trek Discovery for being superior to something. Mm. Now, and hello again, Darius. Now, why is I'm going to ask you now that we're on a different stream? Um, why is it you remembered that? Because I said something in the other stream, and you happened to mention something that someone else said about me, um, which you got kind of right, but, and kind of I don't know. So what's up, Darius? Yes, I've added the link to the StreamYard, and if anybody wants to come on, you're more than welcome. But yeah, I was okay. Perhaps I could ask a question in here since there are only and the Truth Apocalypse says somehow I was unsubscribed. Fixed. Thanks to LGG for the shout out for Captain Truck. I'm surprised you did because they were busy watching a video. I didn't even think they would notice I was in the chat. Quite honestly. And as I said, that video they were watching was not my cup of tea. But welcome back, Truth Apocalypse. There are several people who have been unsubscribed thanks to YouTube. In fact, I was unsubscribed from several channels um, recently myself because YouTube had done a big purge, and of course, they got rid of all, you know, whatever accounts, you know. Well, they unsubscribed me from channels that I actually went and watched. Not ones that I was just subscribed to and hadn't been to in a while. You know, sorry if I've been to something within the week. Yeah, I still am interested. If I hadn't been in 6 months, okay, I'd get it. And let's see here now. In fact, I was also resubscribed to a couple of channels that I've not been subscribed to in a long time. Um, because I didn't like the content. But somehow YouTube can unsubscribe me from channels and resubscribe me to channels at will. And yes, all good. I think we all like to support friends when we have the time. That's one of the things that obviously people are going to have less of as everything reopens because things will get back to normal, at least for some. Yeah, for some reason, the magic number I seem to reach is 423 subscribers, at which point I lose 3 to 5 and gain a few back. And I get up back up to 420 and then down to 419, 421, and 420. I stick at 420 for a while. Yeah. So, quite honestly, I would like to get over 425, excuse me, 425, because that would be the new high. Even if I went back down, it would be nice to at least cross that threshold. And here's the apocalypse. I can't watch everyone at once. It's just a luck draw anymore. The community is getting larger. Well, this is true. And there are channels that I was once a part of that I no longer participate in for various reasons. So, yeah, there's still more channels that I am interested in watching that than those I don't. And somebody is backstage. Why the hell are you backstage? You're supposed to be on your own goddamn stream. Yeah, same to you.
There we go. I'm on my own stream. I only streamed to fill the gap for you. I was the frog DNA in your Jurassic Park. Okay? So do me a favor. Next time I do that, let me know when you're going to stream. Again, when you're back. So I can stop and head over.
Whiny nerd match.
Jeez Louise.
You let this crazy guy on.
Yes, I did.
Oh, shit.
You kicked me off this morning, but you let this crazy guy on. I'm insulted.
Well, yeah.
What? You're insulted?
All right, I'm back. Sorry. Spam caller. You let me on. What are you talking about?
No, he lets you in. He lets you in, but he kicks me out. I feel insulted.
I didn't kick you out. You're here.
You're
Morning Brew, not this.
You're
totally
you're out
show.
of this. This is not about you, LDG. Just stay out of it. I'm busting.
Sorry.
I'm busting Cap's balls.
You like that?
Why are you playing with his balls? That's disgusting.
Are his balls nice and squishy?
No, they're solid rocks. Damn it!
Oh dear God.
I heard they were made out of brass titanium.
Okay, I left a stream because they were talking about a subject I didn't want to hear about. Now we're talking about a subject I still don't want to hear about.
Chops.
What, your balls of steel?
MB. The term is busting your chops.
No,
not balls. Not. Balls.
Yes, it is.
Is what? Yeah, it is chops. The original statement is busting your chops because people didn't go around saying, I'm busting your balls. Okay?
Yes,
that's what Urban Dictionary turned into. People thought they want to get creative with the original term of busting your chops.
I don't subscribe to Urban Dictionary. I don't know shit about it. I don't give a flying fuck.
Well, you're doing it by passive then, or whatever.
Do you have a life, LGG?
or-
Please do.
Do you have a
LDG,
life,
you
or do
did
you look
not
at
just
chat
call me
like
passive. You did not just call me passive.
And hello, Crimson Mist. Of course, you're passive aggressive.
No, not passive aggressive. I said passive meaning you didn't directly get it from the source, but you are doing something that this source
Stop
does
digging your
that
hole,
you did yourself.
man.
So
No, that's
Stop
called
digging your
indirect.
hole.
No, that's called indirectly. That's not called passive.
Indirectly.
That's called indirectly.
Well, that's passive to me, but my bad. Indirectly. So, again, do what you want, say what you want, but suggestion, busting balls, always makes people think, yeah, busting chops.
A little bit off topic, but I got a group online called the Illuminati LGG. Would you like to join it?
I'm already Masons, so I'm better than Illuminati.
It's just a place for like-minded individuals to discuss topics, and genuinely have a good time.
Oh, you mean YouTube or the actual Illuminati?
It's a Skype group that I made. I mean, the Illuminati is just a little bit of play on words based on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually asking me
My grandfather was a Freemason, LDG. It's actually on
my dad is one.
On the Freemason symbol is on his grave, and I actually had to ask him when I got older. He always wore this ring. He only wore 2 rings: his wedding band, and you could probably guess the other one.
Yep.
And I had to ask him what that symbol was. He said he was a Freemason.
Yep.
Now, as a kid, I was like, oh, okay. Didn't think to ask any more into it. Didn't have a freaking clue. But he was a Freemason, and my grandmother was part of the women's version of a style of Freemason, because she has a symbol on hers too. Now, I don't know what that's called.
When I was a kid, until I knew what a Mason was, I thought it was like related to baseball or something, the way it looked like a diamond. But then you actually saw what it is. That's different.
Wow, LDG. Is there something wrong with you? I mean, you think roosters have to pick holes in eggs to breed with chickens, and now you think that diamonds mean baseball.
No, I was told that. Okay? Bird told me that. Okay? It was his fault.
And you believed
Your fault, Bird.
And you
son of a bitch.
You believed it. I mean, wow.
It's the
LDG.
No, I didn't believe it. I was forced in believing it. Okay?
LDG.
What?
Let me put it to you this way. A lot of stuff Bird says is, well, comes straight out of his ass. And for entertainment value.
A lot? What?
I mean, wow, you believe
Straight out of his ass or up another ass?
This is very disturbing. They suggest sticking a water bottle up the butt of this frog.
Yeah. So.
And hey, Keely Chow.
What came
And then
first?
Bird makes a joke. How I said I'm going to stream in 5 minutes. And I'm like, all right, give me 5 minutes. I'll stream. He's like, oh, that means like an hour from now. I'm like, nope, I'll stream in 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes. And I stream, and he doesn't even come over. I'm like, okay, what's going on? We had a good stream. I think we hit like 18, 19 people. That was cool.
Now let's see here. Usually, LDG says he's going to be back in 2 minutes. 20 minutes later, he's back.
Usually. And we had 50 views, so that's cool.
But he's relieved when he's back. It's like he's pulled a load of stress off his mind.
It's like, oh, okay, well.
Now, I need to ask the most important question here. Yvette, what is for dinner? Because it's, 6 o'clock there?
Let me think right now. It's 11, almost 12, so yeah, it's about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I didn't get to hear what was for lunch today. So, Yvette, what do you have?
Usually
what do you have for
sandwiches.
dinner? Well, I know it's sandwiches, but she usually has a different variety.
Yes.
I need a minute. Let me look back.
I think I have a rat or a possum in my water. I'm not sure if I want to find out.
And hello, Eastland Burkholder.
Ooh, baked potato and spicy chicken. Oh, Yvette, what
That's
do you
what
like
she
on a baked
said.
potato?
And Yvette, please correct yourself. I know you're talking to Americans, but at least put what you're actually having so that people can actually learn something. She just says all sorts.
I can speak American. Howdy, you all. How is it going? There's a snake within my boot. You all.
Unfortunately, I'm left to agree with. Yeah. Thank you, Yvette, for the correct version of what you're having for dinner.
Jacket potatoes.
Yeehaw!
I'm gonna have to look that up. I like some cheddar bacon on my Crimson Mist. Oh yeah. See, I like butter, sour cream, chives, and a little bit of bacon.
That's what you said.
Yeah. Well, I'm also the kind of person who prefers mashed potatoes with them mashed up with the skin still on them.
And hello, Rod Thunderheart.
Hey, Dave G-Sin, how you doing, buddy?
And hey, Dave, what's up?
What about you, Jap? You ever, what's your guys' preference with your mashed potatoes? I prefer the skin on.
Some skin on. Yeah, so there's some in there, but they're scrubbed. Yeah, go ahead.
I like my mashed potato rolled up into little wee balls and then deep fried.
That's not a mashed potato. That's a fried potato.
No, you mash up the potato, roll it up into little balls, and stick it in the deep fryer.
That's still not a mashed potato.
Well, it's mashed at one point.
Oh, okay.
Another way I like mashed potato is get the potatoes, and as surprising as this sounds, you cut it lengthwise into what they call chips, and then you stick it in the deep fryer.
Okay, that's not mashed potatoes at all, because that's yes. Go ahead.
Or another way I like it is you chop it really, really, really thin, lengthwise, much like you do the chips, but they're really, really thin, like you get at McDonald's, and you call them fries.
No,
you're weird.
I don't call McDonald's having fries. I call them having fried potatoes, but not fries. There are so many other fast food joints who do their fries way better than McDonald's in America. I can't speak for the rest of the world, but there are so many that do it so much better than McDonald's does. And at least they'll get your fucking order right.
I was only referring to
I love
McDonald's.
fried twice baked. Yes, go ahead, Milton.
I was only going with McDonald's because I know that makes up almost 78% of an American's diet.
No, it does not.
Thank God.
I've heard it online, so it's true.
Okay. You got to understand, McDonald's is one of the shittiest markets right now in America. They're the most demanding, and they have nothing on it. Let me tell you something. You want to know one of the biggest fast food markets in America is honestly Chick-fil-A. and they're one of the most controversial because they have religious leadership and power of their company. They donate to what is controversial. But let me tell you something. I have yet to go to there and get my order wrong. And they are busy as hell on at lunchtime. And they still get the order right. And their pomegranate dipping sauce is just the shit.
The only things I have gotten from McDonald's in the last 12 years is frozen Cokes, and that's it. The rest of the time, I either have KFC or Subways. We have a really good KFC in Greymouth.
Well, of course. Because it's not American, thank God. I would love to eat KFC where it's actually more, natural. Be the best way to put it.
Sorry about that. Wife called. They get to go to the kids get to go to the pool with the wife. I have to wait 20 more minutes or 30 more minutes for my video call because the mental health provider apparently had an emergency. Said, can we do it at 1:30? I'm like, fine. My wife's like, we're going to the pool. I'm like, I need to get my meds refilled. So kind of shit out of luck there. Gotta love it when you got to pay for somebody else's fuck up.
Right.
And Crimson Mist says his wife loves Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. Don't go to Chick-fil-A. Number one, there isn't one around here. Number two, not interested.
I like Chick-fil-A's chicken strips with their... I think the biggest thing with Chick-fil-A is, one, they make very good chicken strips, but they also have great customer service. You get through the line good. They've got a good routine. They've got a good product. And they've got that unique the pomegranate, or if I'm pomade or whatever it's called, sauce that is just very unique and just is so great for dipping in chicken nuggets or chicken strips. That's my thought.
What I really love is a place called Nana Nice. They do the best steak and cheese pies down the West Coast here. Like the best I've had in the world, actually. That I've been everywhere in the world. I've been as far abroad as Christchurch once.
Now, sugar-free lemonade. That might be interesting.
Sugar-free lemonade? Isn't that just sour lemon juice?
It might actually be worth breaking my... well, when I heard of some of the shitty practices at Chick-fil-A, I said, fuck them, I'm never going.
What I don't like about Chick-fil-A is I've never actually seen one. So obviously everything.
And yes, it's a private company. They have every right to conduct business the way they wish, but does not mean I have to support them. But if they have a good sugar-free lemonade, it might be worth trying.
I can make you some sugar-free lemonade. All I need is some lemons. That's it. Lemons in a glass.
Okay. No. I don't need nasty old... And hello, Moxley fan. What's going on? And Jester Sid is having cheesecake. And no, I did miss you, Speaking for the Dead. How are you doing today? And of course, we have Darren Wagner in the chat.
Hello.
Hi, Darren.
Hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing? I'm just watching the price of silver drop like by about $3 an ounce.
Ooh.
In the last 24
Ooh.
hours.
Nothing pissing you off?
Time for,
Not
like
really. I'm actually looking at.
reinvest.
I've been waiting for the price to come down to buy some more. So.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I have
about.
I have quite a bit. Well, not a lot, but I have a decent amount in silver investment. So if the price has gone down $3, definitely be a good time to do some more investing.
Yeah. I just like silver. I'm not a huge, bullion guy, but.
I'm not either, but a little silver goes a long way. I mean, shit, if I could have bought, if I'd had the foresight to buy gold back in the 90s, even in my limited income back then, man, I could have banked so much on just a few $100.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anywho, you're talking about fast food places. Yeah. Who was it? The guy who was saying that Americans apparently eat, 90% of our diet is McDonald's. That's not true. McDonald's has not been top dog in terms of preference, at least in my area, for many, many years. It's considered to be the baby boomer franchise, and you've got the millennials and younger who are looking for their own thing. That's McDonald's. That's what my grandpa and my parents went to. They want to have their own thing. So that's part of it.
Well, not trying to bring up politics, and I really don't mean to, but remember, these are the same people who bitch about wanting to get paid equal pay and want to have everything equal and say capitalism's bad while they're doing it on a computer, typing on their iPhone, drinking a fucking Starbucks.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, well, they don't know what they're saying.
But getting away from politics and back to generational differences, that's one of the big reasons why McDonald's has been sort of hurting lately. I mean, in terms of their direct sales. But I haven't gone to McDonald's in 20 years. And when I did, I got one of those shaker salad things.
Is it true that there are people in America that don't know how to cook food because they've never had to?
I'm sure there are a couple of people like that.
Sure, there are, but
yeah, but
that's
cooking food is. What are you talking about? You mean like actually making stuff from scratch, or just buying something and heating it up?
Going into your kitchen, getting the meat and veg, and making a dinner.
Okay, well, that's very broad because when I first started out, I wasn't taught very well how to cook. I had to learn how to do it on my own. Had to have a lot of failures. But I did find over time, cooking my own food and taking the time to learn how to do it, I could make better food than what I was getting at the fast food joints and sometimes the restaurants.
Yeah. But in answering your question, I think there are a lot of people probably in the inner cities and things like that where they just buy their food from stands and restaurants, and they don't go to a grocery store, because I think there's like 4 grocery stores on the island of Manhattan, and you got to wait in line to get into them, and it's just they would probably just rather go to a deli or a maybe a bodega at most to get some food.
If you don't know how to prepare, if you don't know how to collect or prepare your food, you don't deserve to eat.
Well, I think as long as you earn the money to buy your food, you could deserve to eat. But I mean, it's probably a good idea to learn how to make a few basic things. I don't know anybody who doesn't know how to fry a hamburger. I mean, come on.
I mean, I can cook a mean bowl of Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
I have seen.
Here's the question, though. Could you make a hamburger from pure scratch, start to finish?
Well, no, you'd have to have the meat, obviously.
Actually, I could. I would have to go out. I would have to go out and shoot the cow, which I do a few times each year.
Well, you'd have to make your bullets and the gun, and then you know.
Yeah. or a
I
spear.
Set from scratch, right? I mean, it means
I normally
nothing.
use my crossbow, to be quite honest. So I do cheat a bit.
That works.
You
You strangle it.
Then you put a slab of slab of the meat from normally the ribs or somewhere that you can't really do much with onto the chopping block, and you take to it with the axe for about 5 minutes, and then you just put the mince into the frying pan and cook it up.
Yeah.
Oh, you make balls of mince.
Fish is easier.
I love how your logo from a distance looks like lightning.
Who, mine?
No, Captain Trek's.
Yeah, his does. Captain Trek is a cool logo.
Yeah, that was made by LD. That's why he's complimenting it. He's actually sucking his own dick right now.
Oh, so
If I could do that, I would never leave the house.
LDG actually can do stuff, but he doesn't know the difference between the. He doesn't know how a chicken egg becomes fertilized. He thinks the roost has to pick a hole in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they say that if there was ever like a massive like EMP power outage, whatever, that there'd be a 99% die off in the cities, and then in the suburbs in the country, there'd probably be closer to a 50% die off.
Well, about every 50 years or so, there's called a coronal mass injection. Anything with finer technology in it than, say, a light bulb is going to go out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but that's only going to happen to half the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the problem, though. You can protect from an EMP.
Well, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, they just don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be cars from the 50s that people will still be able to use, but yeah.
Oh, good. I got my VA video appointment sent to me. Now, they actually sent it on time.
Yeah. I mean, if you do want to protect anything, let's say they know, like, if we were going to get an EMP, just put your cell phone in the microwave, and it'll survive.
Or the fridge.
Make sure to turn the microwave off frost.
Don't know
Why
about the
is
fridge.
Where do you come up with the fridge is better? Where does the fridge have?
Because the fridge won't accidentally. You might not melt your phone in the fridge like you could with a microwave. And I have people do this all the time.
But a microwave.
I have people do this all the time. If they're trying to swap from one phone to the other and they can't turn off the old one because it's broken, the switch doesn't work, I have them put it in the refrigerator. It effectively cuts off all signal to and from the phone so that I can activate the new phone. I literally do it 3 times a week.
Well, that's fine, but you got to remember, a microwave is made up of a Faraday cage.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
However, there's enough insulation in most refrigerators to work, and you don't run into the risk of Junior coming along wanting to nuke something or hitting the microwave.
I mean, if you're using your
some
microwave
of them,
during
some
an
of them
EMP,
some of them are built into the wall. You can't unplug them. I just, as a safety precaution, I always have them use the refrigerator, and it works just fine.
Because it dampens the signal. He's right. He's right. It dampens the signal, but it doesn't eliminate the signal. Microwave eliminates the signal.
Speaking of microwaves, I was watching.
It's as simple as that.
Yes.
I was watching a compilation of TikTok videos, and this lady was doing a compilation of TikTok videos and safety, and she was going on how unsafe microwaves are because one person microwaved an egg and it exploded over her face and gave her burns.
Yeah, exactly.
That was stupid of her.
Well, you're not even supposed to microwave water long term, because if you microwave it, say, for 20 minutes and then stir the water, it can explode on you and give you burns. That's why microwaves should be banned. I think idiots should be banned personally, but yeah,
agreed.
There's too many of them.
Idiots should be fixed.
Actually,
you can fix an idiot.
Yeah, we're talking about war crimes here, so I'm going to stop.
Good idea.
I am not suggesting we kill all the idiots. I'm simply saying we should remove the warning labels and let nature take its course.
Well, with some appliances, it's like, don't stick your hand in a running blender. Why do you need that warning? Who are you warning?
Right. It's like on the Ben Gay, it says "do not eat." Now you know that the reason why they had to print that there is because they got a call. there's an 800 number too for information about the product. Imagine having that job sitting there.
Well, it's like that idiot. It's like that idiot that got a GoFundMe because she decided to spray fucking gorilla glue in her hair. It's like, first of all, it's fantastic that product's in a spray can, and second of all, she should have just had to live with her mistake. Why did they spend thousands and thousands?
I actually like that story. I actually like that story because people have been innovating when it comes to using other products for different things, and I don't have a problem with that. She just happened to not choose. She should. For all I know, before I'd never heard of Gorilla Glue before that. It might have worked and it would have been fine, but it didn't in her case. Now, what I like about the story, though, is that there was a cosmetic surgeon out there who decided to help her at no charge, and he got a butt ton of street cred from that. And brownie points for me. The guy, here's a guy who, we all think of, especially cosmetic surgeons, as being vapid. The low end of doctors. These are the ones that don't have any compassion. And things like that. They do it for money. Here's a guy who saw that this person needed her help, and he didn't charge her for it because he knew that she was in low income. So I like that whole story. And
she had a GoFundMe and she made thousands from it. And it's a spray-on industrial strength adhesive. It's a industrial reason.
I know, but an incredible act of charity came out of it. That's what I'm saying.
Let me put it to you this way. Here's where I've always had the biggest problem with this. Now, I'm familiar with Gorilla Glue. I am familiar with it. Here's the thing. Gorilla Glue is not sold in the cosmetic department of any store. It is sold in the hardware department. It is not even sold where the Elmer's glue is. It is not that type of glue. Now, I do not know if she is with a man in her house. I have no clue.
Right.
But nobody buys with any rational mind would put that glue that they bought in the same section with hairspray, mousse, and salon products. This would have gone in the area with the wood glue, the caulking, you name it. So that's where I'm like, where the hell did she go looking for this goddamn thing in her house?
Very simple. I got a very simple answer to that. People carry things in convenience stores and then choose not to buy them, and they put it back just wherever the fuck they want. So, how many times have you seen something in the wrong fucking section because somebody actually put it there? I guarantee that happens daily.
Yes.
Or the people who are doing it maliciously.
Okay,
people out there taking Gorilla Glue and putting it next to the shampoo section.
Okay, I'm just going to ask a quick question.
Okay, Milton, what?
Have you ever seen goddamn shampoo say glue on it?
I'm just going to ask one question. Would you put a industrial strength resin, something that says industrial strength resin, anywhere near your head?
Well, I can tell you that in the service, we used to seal cuts and things on our hands and stuff with super glue. It's not designed for that, but we did do that because it actually worked pretty well. And somebody had to make that. Let me finish what I'm trying to say, please. Now, somebody had to take a look at that and think outside the box in order for that to be a thing that people do. Now, hold on. And the reason why I can't get after this gal, the reason I choose not to make fun of her, is because for all I knew and for all she knew, it might have worked great. Now, obviously there's a lot of warning signs saying, probably wasn't a good idea, but, you never know until you try. And so I didn't have a problem with that. And I like the fact that when you look at the whole story, an amazing, I shouldn't say amazing, but a very surprising, very, very heartwarming piece of charity came out of this, and I liked the whole story. This woman did this thing to herself. Yeah, it was probably stupid, but then there was a guy out there that had compassion and fixed her problem. So that's why I don't. Okay.
The plastic surgeon was very nice and charitable. And yeah, we all make stupid mistakes, but it's like, quite frankly, I would have just shaved your head and said you've learned a valuable lesson. Now you got an industrial strength hard hat that's perfectly designed to fit your head.
I don't think you would have been able to shave her head with her hair in that condition. One of the things that he did was he chemically, loosened the bonds and got her hair back to normal. I think it's probably pretty straight now, but if she wants to shave her head and turn into the Darmalage or whatever it is, for a while, then yeah, that's fine. That can actually be considered kind of trendy. She can wear wigs, but I mean, I just when I look at the whole story from start to finish,
yeah, very nice, very charitable.
I don't choose to call her names and things. I mean, yeah, in hindsight, yeah, it wasn't the most well thought out plan, but for all I knew,
I'm not picking
a lot of great things have been discovered by accident. Innovations and things. So I mean, again. Maybe it just comes from a desire not to. Maybe it comes from a desire just not to point and laugh at somebody.
I'm not picking on her because I'm not trying to pick on her, but I'm saying, yeah, that is a dumb thing and it is funny. I do dumb things that are funny too.
Yeah.
And for the record, there is a styling product that has the word glue in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a really bad
Schwarzenkoppers. Got to be glued. Styling sprinkling glue. New and improved formula. Made for hair.
If you have to style your hair with glue, people, use PVA glue. It will come out with enough water. It might be a 6-hour shower, but it's going to come out.
Right.
Don't use.
No, if Andy Trigger did something like this, I'd be all over it. I'd be like, yeah. but no, not.
Don't use waterproof resins, people, when you're using it as a hair product. At least,
right.
Use water soluble.
Okay, let me put it to you this way: do I have an issue with the fact that the woman was obviously not intelligent enough to read the bottle and use this product on her hair? No.
That's what I find funny.
A lot of things that go on bottles.
That's
she didn't get sued.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Okay. However, she then has a GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
People give her money.
Mm-hmm.
This money should have gone to the plastic surgeon. At least a portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Then she wants to sue the company because she used a product incorrectly.
Well, yeah. I don't agree with that at all. But and I would have let sleeping dogs lie there as soon as she got her hair fixed. But I mean, we can sit here and say that GoFundMe money should have gone to that surgeon. He didn't want it. He didn't take her money. So it shouldn't have gone to him because he didn't want it.
I would put it this way: it's like me using the sulfuric acid and caustic soda I use to clean some bones. I don't use it on skulls. Skulls are too porous. On my hands, and complaining to the company when I have massive blisters and melted patches of skin.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's not how it's meant to be used.
Yeah. There's been a lot of things that I thought I knew were dumb just because of how they were reported. I mean, the one I remember from long ago was the gal who was wearing the acrylic pants and got a cup of coffee spilled on her from McDonald's. And she sued McDonald's and won. And as a result, McDonald's now throttles the temperature of their coffee. It doesn't have to be as hot as it was back then. I remember getting cups of coffee from McDonald's years and years ago, and they were too hot to drink.
Correct.
For a good 10 minutes. I mean, it wasn't like a pot of coffee on your Mr. Coffee on your counter. It was the way they made it, I think, with pressurized. I don't know how it was, but it was just way hotter than it needed to be to brew coffee. Right. And maybe it was more efficient for them to do that because of all the coffee they sold. I don't know, but But and then of course when you're wearing acrylic pants that melt beyond a certain temperature, this plastic was burning her inner thighs, and she couldn't take the pants off. So the damage was pretty severe. When I saw some stuff about it and actually saw a picture of the photographs that they took of her inner thighs, I'm like, yeah, okay, that
I've heard about hot pants, but this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm, right.
I'll put it this way. I remember before when I would get a cup of coffee at McDonald's or wherever, I would put my coffee cup into the coffee holder, remove the lid, put in what I needed to, stir it, put the lid back on, and wait. I was not putting it between my legs and taking the lid off. That's just stupid.
Well, some cars don't have a cup holder right there. It was, especially back then, it wasn't a standard feature. And, so, I mean, now they all do, I'm pretty sure. I mean, and sometimes it's metric if it's a BMW or something, so it won't fit American cups anyway. That can happen. That was a situation where, as it was initially reported, I thought, well, okay, that's ridiculous to sue McDonald's, and of course I'm thinking to myself, oh, the only reason she sued McDonald's for that much money was because she knew that the McDonald's had it. But yeah, when I saw the injuries, I'm like, if that had been a guy that had gotten those burns, granted most guys aren't going to be wearing acrylic pants, but if it was a guy, I would have even more sympathy. Let's just put it that way. But
I wouldn't. People shouldn't drink coffee. Coffee is from the devil, and then you're surprised it's hot.
Well, McDonald's coffee was an order of magnitude hotter than it needed to be to brew the coffee. It was just how they did it back then, and they don't do it that way anymore. I mean, it did cause change. I mean, obviously, McDonald's isn't going to want to get sued again like that and have those awful pictures surface what their coffee does to people when it's. So, it did lead to some good things, I think. And granted, McDonald's still sells a hell of a lot of coffee. I mean, their iced coffee is actually highly regarded. It's some people would rather get that than Starbucks, and it's not as expensive as Starbucks either.
Right.
But as far as Gorilla Glue Lady goes, again, when I look at I have to look at the big picture, and again, I just other people can make fun of her, that's fine, but I mean, I just choose not to do so.
Right.
If you were going to put Gorilla Glue in your hair, and you have really long hair, you didn't just try the tips of the hair first to see what happens. That's a really big oopsie. That's on the magnitude where it's okay to go that.
And of course, social media made the whole thing even worse for her. It wasn't this thing that because she made a video telling everybody what she did and how, and she and trying to get suggestions because that's like apparently what we do now. So there's a situation where social media even caused it to.
Oh my God, the poor girl must have the intellect of a fucking 3-year-old.
Anyway,
like
I think she was in her 40s. She was not a young girl, but yeah, I mean,
how did she function this far through life without having to be put in care? And I'm not even trying to be mean in saying that. Like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hope she doesn't watch this video.
I don't think we have to worry about that.
Gorilla Mighty Glue in your hair. Wow.
I mean, obviously it didn't turn out well, but again, for all I'd never heard of Gorilla Glue until I heard about that story. So, for all I knew, something called Gorilla Glue might have actually worked. I mean, I want to dilute it a little bit, maybe, I don't know, but it's.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. I've never seen it sold anywhere where industrial resins weren't sold. So,
right. Okay. Well, you knew more about it than I did then going into it.
Yeah.
We used to use, soft drink mix to clean with in the service. It wasn't designed
Right.
for that purpose, but it was acidic enough to be able to be useful to clean certain metals and things. We had plenty of it because the Navy overordered all that stuff. So I mean, there was an example. Now it's not a one-to-one comparison, but people experiment with things sometimes. Yeah. Anywho, oops, sorry.
Well, it would be like it would be like the understandable mistake of replacing lemon juice with caustic soda.
We used to have this thing in our high schools that everybody, I think, we went to at one point, junior high, and then later they kind of divided up and they only sent girls to it, and then it became sexist to send girls to it. It was called home economics, and one of the things that home economics taught you was all about the stuff that's underneath a typical, kitchen sink. In terms of and what lye is and how dangerous it can be and things like that. We used to actually have that in our public schools. We don't have that anymore. They didn't have home economics when I was in high school. Even there was a home economics room where that in generations previous they had taught the class, but it had been discontinued long before I got to high school in the late 80s. And here's a situation where we might want to have that at least as available here for people because they don't necessarily know the stuff around the house, how dangerous it can be when applied in the wrong way. But
I took home economics, and I was made fun of it at school until one of the kids saw what I did when I got home from school till about 9 o'clock in the evening, and they realized I was just sick and tired of taking apart tractors and cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many tractors you can take apart in a day before you're sick of it.
Yeah.
Well, I remember taking home ec in middle school, I think in high school, but it was wasn't bad. A few things. Of course.
Now let's see where silver's at right now.
All I have to say about home ec is free lunch. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Free lunch and hot babes.
God, it went down another 10 cents in the last hour. Ooh.
What the hell?
Gold's going down too. Gold was $1,800 some odd an ounce yesterday. It's down to $1,774 right now. So it's gone down quite a bit as well. Sorry, I know this is a non sequitur, and probably nobody cares but me. But yeah,
I live in a gold mining community. It's actually very interesting. It lets me know people are going to be complaining about not having enough money this week.
Yeah.
I know that sounds mean, but it's like, oh yeah, I know which people to buy the beer for rather than to ask for the beer from.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go eat lunch. I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully, MB Geek will come back and.
Yo, Darren, take it easy, man. Be good, buddy.
I'll be back later,
bud.
Thanks.
Peace.
So
my shit
LDG
working. Why isn't it working? Yeah, what's up, bud?
LDG, do you want to make some new friends with rich and intriguing ideas and perhaps a like-mindedness that you could find interesting? And no topics are off the menu. I mean, you could join my group, the Illuminati. I mean, we are looking for new members at the moment, and it is one of.
Oh shit! Did I just get disconnected? Crap. Oh, seriously?
Sorry, my mic died.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought just my internet just went out. I'm like, what the hell?
As I was saying, it's a friendly, like-minded community for people just to be there for one another. I reckon you would do really good there.
I like making memes every now and then. I've been known to make a meme or two.
Okay.
So something like
No.
What is this meme you mentioned? What is a
memes.
meme, and where do I go and buy one?
Like a meme. Like a meme I'm going to do with this. I'm doing a meme with this. There's something coming. I got to meme this. Yeah.
Are you doing a meme? Is it some sort of sexual act? What the hell?
Yeah. A memeretta. Or
No.
call it.
You mean
LDG doesn't understand when you're pulling the piss out of him. Of course, everybody knows what a meme is. I know Christian, it's his favorite
I know everybody
thing.
knows what a meme is. It's just not funny on that one. Sorry, my bad. Whoops.
LDG, it's hard to tell whether or not you're joking. It's hard to tell whether or not you're joking because...
Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes I'm just a broccoli head. Right?
Am I dead? No. Wow, you're a broccoli head. Ha 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 ha. So funny. LDG, I would call you a vegetable for different reasons, but wow. Way to live up to a stereotype.
I need to restart my OBS real quick. Close. Yes.
No problem.
And reopen. Something's going wrong. I just got a new subscriber who found me from another channel, who commented, told me where he found me, and saw my he went to my channel, checked me out, and he caught my WandaVision Shumagarath video. And he said he was laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
And that we funny people. There he is. Chill Play. Thank you, Chill Play. Doubt you're watching Captain Trek right now. But if you are, thanks for subbing.
You love WandaVision, don't you, LDG? What's it with you and WandaVision?
I fucking love it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Love it. Totally love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you got going on, LDG?
I might get with you know what though? If you guys haven't checked out Nindroid, dude, check out Nindroid. So he did this video, this Lego thing on Star Wars. Did an awesome job. Took him 6 months to do it. He did the stop motion animation for it, everything. So I might actually, when he's ready, I might actually be able to do a WandaVision reenactment with Legos. That would be freaking cool. Now, don't put my word for it. It's just a thought. I have to talk to him, but it could be done. This guy knows how to do stop motion. So that's pretty freaking cool.
Yep, definitely cool. Something to watch for.
Nindroid. Yes, Nindroid. Let me see if I can get the thing in the thing. Nindroids. Yep. Droid. Panels. Panel types. There we go. Where is he? There he is. Okay, so here's the link in the chat. And you got to check out his Star Wars reenactment. His Lego Star Wars. Pretty cool.
Nindroid's definitely.
Awesome. Hands down. And he also has some other work he did. which is pretty freaking cool.
And keep in mind, this is not done professionally.
So, okay. Yeah. But it's professionally done.
I'm not saying professional quality. I'm not saying that.
Professional quality, just not professionally done.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Because there are people that were watching it going, well, this isn't this, this isn't that. It's like, this is not a studio doing it. This is not a, a big time director with tons of money, backing him doing it. This is an individual doing it because of a passion and not a ton of money. So, yeah.
I can't find the video.
I'm surprised. I don't have it saved, but I can find it eventually. And Crow's Siren says everyone has to start somewhere. You're right. Oh, hey, JJ. Don't know if you're still in the chat, but hello. If that said take care. Hey, catch you later. And take care of that. All right. And yes, there are different groups around that we kind of merge now and again. There's some crossover, which is kind of cool.
My microphone keeps dying, so I might watch you on YouTube.
No problem. I know that
I just have to get myself out of this.
LDG needs to restart whatever his program.
What?
Well, it was good that you were able to join, Milton. You go ahead. You can go back in the chat so you don't kill your battery on the phone. Okay. And Darius subbed an Android, which is awesome. Milton says, I'm watching, but will be AFK. I'm trying to kill some dragons. Damn dragons. What are you going to be doing at 8 o'clock tonight? 8 o'clock Eastern tonight, JJ? Might be nice to know so we can figure out where to go tonight. And LDG, are you going to reboot your whatever they call that?
I did already.
Yeah. Oh, you already? Okay, you're back. Okay.
Yeah. I was just fixing my alert. I wanted to show off my new sub. It wasn't working until I rebooted it. I guess because I had two OBSs for my last stream, and kind of broke shit. So whatever, fine. All right, let's put you over here. So, yeah, things are going good. Things are going good. Darius too busy at 8 EST. Hey, what up, JJ? What's up, man? I'm not streaming. Me and Slasher are watching Crawl. Cool. Doing a review. Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Thursday. We'll see who streams. Maybe I'll do another stream. It's fun of it. We had a pretty good small stream. Like I said, we got 50 views in like an hour, so that was cool.
Oh, that's more
The
views
algorithm is shadow blocking the shit out of us, really pissing me off. Even I'm not getting impressions anymore. Even with everything I'm doing, it's like YouTube's like. I read into it too, and YouTube's got a new AI. It's got a couple new AIs, and that's why we're like seeing this change across the board right now.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is a black words AI. So it's looking for words it doesn't like. And since AIs are new, AIs suck when they first come out. Okay,
Yes.
by definition, they blow. And it takes time and time and time and time and time. And eventually they evolve and start being more and more precise and effective. So I think what they're doing right now is we're suffering for the iterations that we have to wait for it to mature. Because right now it's targeting words it shouldn't even target.
Yep.
And then there's another one that targets other shit, but still basically is the same purpose. If it doesn't like what it sees, it shadow bans you. And that means you get no impressions from the YouTube search algorithm. And we are brought back to square one, where only our subscribers see us. That's it.
Yep.
Effing horrible, if you ask me.
Well, that's unfortunately also why we have to share this shit on social media, because we can't count on YouTube to show it.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. We do have a bird layer, right? Don't we? A bird layer?
Should be doing a
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah.
Whatever you call it, open lines.
Oh. Cool.
Okay, good. Now I can go in and take my medicine. So, as dangerous as it is, LG, you have the floor.
Yay! Yes! Let's talk about. So, chat, talk to me. How's it going, guys? What do you guys want me to talk about? Anything in particular? Bruce says Dr. John Bergerman. He's great. Check him out. I think he's right on many levels. Cool. I'll check him out. Sure. Whew, sorry. Coffee's wearing off. That's always fun. Like nearly 6 a.m. I'm gonna hop off. Yeah, man. I found him. Dr. John Bergman. Ooh, lovely. That's a great way to start things. Disease, even death. Oh, very interesting. Health is your natural state. Ooh, thank you. Who is that? Chiron? Thanks, boss. Kronos? Killer, dude. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it, man. Rock and roll. Kronos Chiron. Now, I don't know if that's a separate person or is that Kronos? You have an alt? Is that you, Kronos? Huh? Is that you, boss? Let's see here.
I have a question for you.
Back to the chat. Yeah, go ahead.
I can ask this. I finally figured out a way to ask this. Now, you have women on YouTube like Yvette, like Dandelion Fluff, who are attractive, intelligent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yet, you have these others who, although they may or may not be attractive, seem to have a little bit too much air pumped in their heads.
Yeah.
Yet, guys love to flock to them because they're cute or pretty or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I don't. I mean, for me, why?
Because human nature. You're trying to attach what you think you like to what, or you do what you like and what you do to what other people like and what they do, and their particular moment or flavor of the moment. And there are people out there that want to watch that for various reasons. Diversity, infinite diversity, meaning
I'm not saying
that there's a version of you that thinks completely opposite of you at all times, and every different version of thinking differently of you. People underestimate the scope of uniqueness. And even though I personally think we're all the same person, I also believe I can see myself being those different types of people and liking things or being attracted to things or having their reasons. They might not even like it. Okay, some people love to hate watch. Okay, so some of those people who watch those people, they watch to hate them or like them or do something while they're watching them or whatever with them.
Watching. You're right.
So don't think it's just because it's good. It isn't. The cool thing is there is a cycle. Everything has a cycle, right? The spectrum isn't just for the alphabet, it's for the universe. And the spectrum is always moving, right? So one day I like blue, one day I like yellow, one day I like green, and it reverses back and just keeps going. Everything is a cycle. Everything. So
in that case,
there's going to be a cycle.
Has a hope in hell.
Yeah. Now, well, there's a beginning and an end. Okay. So sometimes the channel will go too far. Like say, you find out they're like completely fake, or they do something like attack another YouTuber, or whatever it is. Like infinite possible things that could piss you off if a YouTuber does it. Right? That could be a cutoff point. And though you might hit that cutoff point, other people haven't yet. Especially if they weren't there for it. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful, ever-flowing, fourth-dimensional, evolving cycle of networking. And you got to take it, you got to flow with it instead of trying to force it. That's the best way to do it. But if you don't see why, I get it. Even I don't see everything. But you can have faith that there are legitimate reasons. But there is no one reason. I can't answer that question with a single sentence. It's dynamic. It's polymorphic. It's ever evolving, collapsing and expanding upon itself. So
now, okay. I'm not saying that there wouldn't be a certain appeal, particularly to men, watching a channel of any woman, whether she's an airhead or not, if she's attractive and online and on camera, of watching.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, there reaches a point where it's like, unless they're actually doing something worth watching, why am I watching this? Because I don't watch anybody for their looks.
I used to. It's called Pornhub. Stopped doing that a long time ago, but used to. And no, don't get me wrong. Okay, let me tell you a secret, guys. I used to watch Anti-Trucker for his looks. Dead serious. Dead fucking serious. I used to love the look of the pile of shit that was on the screen. Now, for those of you thinking I called Anti-Trucker pile of shit, you're right. But I'm talking about his avatar. His avatar was a pile of poop. It still is, I believe. But when I first met Anti-Trucker, he wasn't on the screen. Okay? He was his avatar. So I enjoyed looking at a pile of poop, have an opinion on Star Trek. Loved it. It was the fetish. Okay? There you go. I had a fetish about poop. And then all that changed. And then he came on camera, and then I went to Bird. I'm joking. But yeah, so people do it. I'm sure you do it. You just meant something more specific. Like that comment that says, I don't care about subs, but you do. But that's not what you're trying to say.
I mean, yeah, to say I don't care about subs is no. I do, but I don't.
Yes.
It's just...
So you don't watch people for looks, but you kind of do, but you don't. If you like somebody who does something that looks cool, then you're watching them for their looks. Just like I was watching Anti-Trucker for his looks. You know what I mean? But I don't judge off of looks. Just because you don't trigger my I like you because the way you look, you might trigger my I like you because the way you sound, which never happened with Osteopre. Or I like your opinion. You triggered my I like you because your opinion about something, or your accent, or your, whatever, third nipple, whatever.
Okay, how did you share TMI? I don't understand that one.
What?
Darius? I gotta scroll back and see what Darius said that.
I think I shared TMI. Scat, what's next? LDG Vor. Oh, that's Darren. Hope that's not TMI. So I was hearing the dude in my earphones while a woman licked a stereo microphone. First in one ear, and then in the other, and then at the same time. Very weird.
That's not TMI. It's just weird of them and weird to listen to.
Was that Nerdgasm? I think that was Nerdgasm. That was like the first Nerdgasm, where we were talking and somebody was like, with the mic. Or was it another show?
No, here's what I'm going to turn what JJ said around. Too many women.
Well, there's Bird.
Too many women don't treat themselves like ladies. They treat themselves like girls, and they act like fucking airheads, even if they're intelligent.
Yeah, that sells. Happens all the time. We got a few people doing that. That's fine. Hey, freedom, whatever the hell you want to do. I'm not a personal fan of it all the time. Okay, there's certain circumstances I would like that, but not all the time. Not as a static thing.
Here's what I'm going to say. I get that, but I mean, if you're going for respect in the community, somebody acting like that all the time is not going to get respect. They'll get attention, but not respect. There's a difference.
Yeah, they got attention. They might get respect from those who pay attention to her or him,
Right.
or it. But it's like I said, it's a spectrum. So that's that spectrum. It's gonna exist, and there are people who are gonna watch it that are watching you right now. So live and let be.
And I agree with Darius. Yeah, the way a woman treats you is a reflection on her, not on you.
Yeah, agreed. But you know, that's the cool thing about the internet, right? That's the whole. If we were all the same flavor, you know, we'd just be vanilla all over the place. So, and not only that, but things that you think are off, things that you like, other people think that's off. So we need all
I
of it.
agree.
It happens all the time. I got watch parties here, just playing nonstop fucking Star Trek. Do you know that only there's a small amount of people who actually know what I'm doing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And actually like that. Everybody else that come in here is like, oh, it's just watching Star Trek. But other people are like, holy shit, dude. And I get comments that come in. People say, dude, thanks for doing this. This is awesome. It's like I get someone's finally just doing it what I want to see, the way I want to see it, with none of the bullshit, right? I got people coming in my Stargate room saying, oh, I fucking love Stargate. Haven't seen it in a while. And they stay in my... I have one guy that's been in there for like almost 2 days straight. Because every day I load a new season. By the way, tvdirtnerdrotica.com, TNG Season 7, and theater.nerdrotica.com. It's playing SG final season. And we're about to change it up after today. Tomorrow, I think we're going to load some new sci-fi. I think I'm going to put Quantum Leap. I can't wait to watch every episode of Quantum Leap back to back. That'll be on the tv.nerdrotica. And I think we're going to go to Stargate Atlantis on theater. So we'll move from SG1 to that. And then I even want to kind of like do SGU, but that won't take that long. That'll take like 4 days, if anything. And we'll see where we go from there. But anyway, perfect example. But if we didn't have this diversity, there's nothing wrong with the diversity. We shouldn't cancel cultural.
No.
Culture diversity.
Oh, God, no.
Okay. Now, if you want to do a satire, funny skit, I'm fine with that too. That's fine. That's not canceling them. Just having fun at their expense, or not at their expense, but like just making fun of them, but we still love them. And vice versa. What we got to watch out for is the bad end of the spectrum, the ultraviolet. When I say ultraviolet, because it's that part of the spectrum you don't see, can't see it. It's there, you can't see it, and it hurts you. The funniest thing is, it's a perfect example too, because when you have ultraviolet lights, you like it. You like black lights. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they're bad for you. You know what I mean? And we got that. We got channels that look good, that you think they're good channels, but they're fucking horrible. And they shouldn't even be a channel because of the shit they do and the morals they keep. They're malicious. They're poison. They're doing nothing for the community. They're hurting other community. They're hurting other channels. That's the shit we need to shave off. Now, again, not so much shave them off, but to make them seen for what they really are. If you want to be a scamming slut, or if you want to be a frickin' rip-off, a fake, malicious spammer, whatever, that's fine. Be you. But let me tell you something. I have the right to out you and make sure everybody knows the facts about you. So that way you can exist and let people choose for themselves, knowing you're a scumbag piece of shit. And you can be you all day long. Because I have faith that anyone with values or morals or knows the truth will take that information and action upon it. Problem is they don't know that. Problem is they only see one side. They only see the bright purple color. They don't know that the cancer it's giving you.
You can, just, when you find channels you like, you watch them. But obviously, you're going to have ones out there that are a little more toxic than others. I started avoiding certain channels because of that.
Jack says, "Who am I from your side?" You're cool, Jack. Jack, listen, Jack. Love Jack. Oh man. Many of us know the truth when we hear it, but some of us only want to hear what we want to hear. Yeah, you're right, Darius. I know. Yeah, you're absolutely right. At this point, my channel is nothing more than a journal of video game. Yeah, well, Gannon, hey, you need to get with me, okay? Listen, I love you, but the one thing you're pissing me off about is you don't come in my backstage and hang out and talk to me. I've been wanting to talk to you for a few months now. Get your ass backstage when you get a moment and let's chit-chat, okay? You're on my list of channels I want part of nerdrotica.com. Because I want a game section. And I want you in that game section.
Yep.
The whole point of the website I'm doing is to actually bring the community up. All this talk about we rise together, but, it doesn't actually help unless we actually stand up. Okay? And I think it would really do some help, especially now with the shadow banning going on. With all the shadow banning and death by association, all this bullshit, the trolls, everything that's keeping your channel down, I'm creating this website to bypass that shit. This is a pipe dream. I mean, I'm spending money on this website. This isn't some free website. I've spent cash, resources, sacrifice onto this website to help us, to give us something that will actually work and take you out of YouTube. Well, you can still use YouTube, but centralize you outside of any algorithm or any censorship or anyone else's ability to block you, stop you, mess you up. Okay? Backstage is fun, says Jack's Laugh. Thank you, Jax. Backstage is fun. I mean, it was cool. I'll be honest, when I created the backstage, it was like, what? About a week. Like nobody. And then all of a sudden, I just started spreading the word about it, and people pop in, and it's fun offline chat, guys. You don't have to be on camera. Hell, you don't even have to be on the mic. You just pop in, and you listen to us, or type into the private chat. You don't have to be, if you're shy, it's fine. Everyone's welcome. And we just hang out and do whatever. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes it's just 4 people in there not even talking. We're all doing our own thing. Like I'm working or Chris is putting a model together. You can watch. I'm sorry, Tim. You can watch Tim putting in. Oh God, yes, no one's in the backstage more than Tim. You can watch him put his models together. He has a nice little camera and sitting in some. Sven hangs out, chills. Captain Trek, Bird pops in. There's so many people that pop in. Yvette, Dandelion, Mandy, not Mandy. Crap, I can't even think of her name right now. What's her name? It's not Mandy. Fuck, can't think. Anywho. And then sometimes we get into some talking and we just tear it up and have a blast. Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. I don't know why it's a Mandy. Maddie. A Mandy on the brain. Oh, God.
Oh, Maddie. That's another one I like, yes.
Yeah, Maddie. I love Maddie. Yeah. We have some fun. I know sometimes we get like some weird people like Chris Knight and Mar. No, I'm joking. I love them too. But we have some fun. JJ hangs out there. Hell yeah. Even best a couple times. That 70s Rocks fan. Yep. Yeah, he's been in there. Oh, that red shirt. Just another red shirt pops in. You never know who you find. You never know. You don't have to stay. You come in, chill for a little bit. If you got to go, you got to go. It's fine. It's not like you have to make an announcement or anything. Boom, 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 boom. Catch JJ and get under the skin next live stream. Unreal channels. I'm doing Unreal and trying to listen and comment. Hey, Night 5N, what's up, man? Whoops, and my camera just fell. The one thing about this new camera stand is it has a very weird pivot point.
Okay, I am going to highlight this for a specific reason. I think sometimes that's what you try to do, Jack's Law, and kind of not cool, as JJ says.
What did JJ say? Wait, you can only catch JJ. We're not all on the dark side. Which comment was it?
I highlight
you can catch comment. JJ and get under his skin on the next live stream. Trolling. Okay. Listen, I know there's a lot of talk about trolling, but we have like friendly trolls. Problem is, if you want to be that, right, Jack, Kronos, okay? It's a fine line you're walking. And until you get, so Kronos has like got his official, like he's official. If you're new to the community, being a troll is like the most, like until you're like accepted, I guess is the best way to put it. You have a fine line. Just be careful. I accept you because you've been in backstage. I've gotten to know you. Okay. But just be careful. And if you do cross a line, immediately, say something. Whether you have to apologize or, clarify or what. There's nothing wrong with a funny troll. Okay, if you're not trying to be malicious, God, I love a good funny troll. If you know how to do it, like Kronos. There's a couple others too.
Right. There are a few
and
that
what
I've come
helps
across.
Is target people who can take it. Like Jack, you should be targeting me. I am the door to trollness, because not only can I take being made fun of, other people will like you if you made fun of me. So I'm like the easy target. and then when you get labeled and everyone's cool with you, then you can, do what you want to do.
And no, you were mentioning subs before, and the only reason that I say I care is because it's unfair the way YouTube fucks with it. It's like
So
up and
that's
down, and
part
up
two.
and down. And
I guarantee you.
Fuck you, YouTube.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. Once Nerdrotic is up, hopefully Sunday, Hercules is next. And Hercules will solve your sub problem. Everyone's sub problem. I've already done my research. I already know what's got to be done. I can fix it. I'm guaranteed. I know for a fact I can fix it.
Take care, Jesterson. Always great to have you on.
Take care, boss. Be good. But yeah, that sub problem, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, as far as like YouTube wanting to fix it. Because YouTube likes to tell the truth while misinforming you at the same time. But the sub problem can easily be fixed with a plugin. One little program. And you'll never have to worried about getting unsubbed again. And then I especially like the idea I have, which is going to be next, is going to be the 100% notification feature that Hercules will have. Guaranteed to be getting notified every time. Guaranteed. 100%. It'll be a free program too, by the way. Nobody have to pay for it.
81 claims in 3 minutes? Damn.
I had a video with 81 claims in 3 minutes and days and not left, but and by days and not one left. Ah, nice.
Yeah. And we've got JJ.
Rights. Exactly.
And NB.
What up, JJ? What up, NB? Welcome
You
back.
want to get under my skin, Jack? You fucked with the wrong person. I'm telling you right now, I am not the one, okay? I'm the realest person that you'll ever meet, and I will be the realest person after I die. Come fuck with me all you wish, okay? You're not going to piss me off. You're just going to irritate the hell out of me just like a bad rash. I don't know if you just want to suck my dick or lick my asshole, but get off of it.
Either one can feel good.
I don't think he's trying to do that, JJ.
Scroll up.
What?
I'm tired of it. He keeps coming down on me on bullshit that we don't really give a fuck about. Okay? And I'm tired of the bullshit. I've been called a racist and a bigot. Not by him. And I'm not going to put up with the fucking bullshit, slack-jawed ass fucking vomit that comes out of his fucking mouth. I'm tired of it. I don't want to see him. If I see him in any fucking chat, I'm timing him out or banning his ass. That's the truth.
Who are we talking about?
What did he say? I don't see him saying anything.
You know, it's starting to get scary. It's starting to get scary when I'm the calm guy on the panel.
Yes. Just the one comment about you can catch JJ and get under his stem on the neck, his skin. We're not all the dark signs, JJ. All right, here we go. What's this? I was mad at JJ. I was watching a stream. It was good, and JJ came on and did a seamless promo. He's shameless. Did a shameless promo, and the host off it when he popped off. JJ left. Was like, well, now what?
I've never heard him do that.
I don't even know what the hell he's saying.
It's obviously not my circle.
I'm going to say it this way. I've seen Jack backstage, and quite honestly, it almost seems like he's intentionally argumentative. Somebody takes a position, he takes the opposite position. Not because he believes it, but because he wants to be controversial.
Are we talking about this, Jack? The one in the chat?
Correct.
Jack Slaw, yeah.
I don't talk about people if they're not here.
Jack, if we're seeing you as fake, sorry, bud, we're gonna call it out. That's the way we are.
But you can fix that.
We're just honest people. I
Yeah,
mean,
but you
come
can
on,
fix
think
that.
about it.
If you're not
Okay.
fake, it's not hard to fix yourself if you're not fake. You're being misunderstood, which is definition of geek. Okay?
Being misunderstood is one thing, but that means you have to be willing to hear the other side.
Yeah. Listen, I talk to Jack
Okay.
a lot.
Yes.
I don't see him as malicious.
I don't think he's malicious.
I just don't understand what he's saying here. I don't get the sentence. What does this mean? How is this trolling?
Well, ask him, LDG. It's no different than
You
me
need to ask
asking
JJ. JJ is the one who's taking it bad.
Well, then ask either one of them.
I did.
You can either speculate or you can ask them.
Oh, I got RXP. Give me a second. Just to be safe, Jack, just stay away from JJ for now. If you need to give him an apology, give him an apology. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I've never seen you be malicious. And if JJ's taking you that way, then you guys need to talk. Simple as that. You guys need to talk. But I've never seen Jack be a malicious piece of shit. Yes, he argues, but so do I.
Nah, you don't argue, you bitch.
That's your opinion.
Thank you.
I argue. I don't ever actually bitch. You take it that way. If I serve you a fish and you call it a cat, that's on you.
No. You all call it trolling. No, you all call it trolling.
I don't waste my time bitching.
Bullshit! That is what you do the most of your streams.
Ranting is not bitching. Bitching is when you scream and blabber about shit that doesn't make sense, that doesn't matter. That's bitching. Okay? Ranting is being entertaining and passionate about your side of a particular story.
What have you been passionate about in a long time, LDG?
I like to think everything I do. Prometheus, Endgame, WandaVision. Should I go on?
You weren't passionate about WandaVision. You very much
shit fake ass channels.
That's not passion.
That's not
Is
passion.
something you enjoy.
No.
No.
No. You don't have to enjoy passion.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. You can passionately hate something.
Yes, hating something could be enjoyed. You can enjoy hating something, which means passion.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can absolutely hate something and still feel pleasure from it. I'm just saying. People don't want to admit to that.
You bitch all the time. Rock solid. You're funny. Sorry, NB.
For what?
No, I interrupted you, but I got Rock Solid in the backstage, and he's saying, lies, you bitch all the time. It's like, all right, that's fine. And if you take it as bitching, that's fine. I'm not trying to, tell you you're an asshole because you think I'm bitching. If you think I'm bitching, more power to you. Hope you enjoy it.
You're allowed to call me an asshole. You think I'm going to take it personally?
No, but I'm not going to call you an asshole unless I'm actually calling you an asshole. You're not an asshole for taking my tofu and making it whatever you want. You don't deserve to be called an asshole for that. Now, there are some things you deserve to be called an asshole for, but we're not talking about that.
Take your tofu, I would take your tofu and throw it in the garbage and grab me the biggest, juiciest hamburger I could find. So yes,
see, there you go. Though, see, that's when you're an asshole because I didn't mean it that way. Okay, you know what I meant. Okay, I know exactly the shit that comes out of my mouth is pure fucking prime rib, medium rare, with some more jus. I just said tofu because you take it and you cook it with something else and you create something else out of it. Sorry, bad analogy. My fault. Because I hate tofu.
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never had tofu, except for once. All I know is I've had it once, and if you handed me tofu, I'm sorry, but I would toss it and be like, "Okay, you're on the menu."
Yes, so would I. That was tofu. Whatever you cook it with tastes like that. So you're calling me bitching. So you're taking my tofu and you're rubbing it with bitching, and it's turning into bitching. But it wasn't made as bitching. It was made as something else. Okay, anyway, moving on. Oh, key up Dennis Leary with the Asshole song. Okay, we can do that.
I'm an asshole. He's an asshole. He's the world's biggest fuck.
Thank you, NB Geek, for your rendition of Asshole.
Yes, I know. I can't sing worth a shit. Oh, that's kind of
No, it's definitely worth a shit. That might be all it's worth, but it's worth a shit.
And yes. Well, if they're dumb enough to claim that, that's like almost like, no, that's even worse than claiming Birds music.
Copyright's obsolete. Sorry, Darren. Matter of fact, that's my new t-shirt. Now that I got accepted at my own merch store, I'm going to have a t-shirt that says, this shirt was bootleg. The other one is copyright's obsolete.
I remember you talking to me about the bootleg shirt. I thought that was hilarious.
I love it. I don't know what it is. It's just maybe because I'm a hacker or computer guy. It hits my brain the right way. It's funny.
Well, I'm about.
How can you bootleg something?
Well, I'm about to lose my Security Plus cert because it expires in July, and I don't give a fuck anymore.
Doesn't matter. You can still claim that you're certified. You just have to put the year at it. That's all you have to do.
Oh, you mean which year? Or
you don't lose your certification just because it expires.
I know.
You don't lose it. You passed a test that 90% of people would fail flat on their face. Okay? You have that training. The only thing you have to do is say that you're Security Plus certified 91 to 2001. That someone will take you over somebody who's not certified like that today, even if it's expired.
Here's the thing. Security Plus was easy. Network Plus, which is considered the lower tier and supposed to be easier, was way harder.
I took CompTIA before it split.
Well, I'm sorry.
Before it turned into 9 different fucking certifications where my book is like that fucking big.
You know,
I learned so many fucking acronyms. Want to talk about the alphabet? Shit.
No shit. LEG. I walked into a classroom that I was assigned to for my career field, and it was called ITEL. And I was in there for the first half of lunch, before lunch. It's like, this all sounds very familiar. And I said, sir, what is this certification for? Because I was told, he goes, it's for ITEL. I go home, and I said, sir, I'm going to be maybe a little late getting back, but I just want to verify something. I go all the way to my house, go through my files, pull out my certification, pull out this one that says ITEL, and I said, I drove back, and I said, I walked in while I was in the, I said, sir, is this a certification you're going for everybody? He goes, yes. I said, then I've already done it. I'm leaving. That's how useless that certification was. That I had it for 5 years and had not used it for a damn thing. And the only reason I even got out of doing the class another week is because I remembered the same basic training that they did prior. And that is the only reason I even knew I was in the same class. But yet the military didn't realize I took the goddamn class. Even though they sent me to it.
Mm. Why doesn't it let me? Oh, wait. Oh, don't tell me I'm... Oh, shit. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
Now, the best class I ever got to go through, LDG, the Cisco class. That was just unbelievable.
Awesome. Thank you, Darren Wagner. What's
Cisco?
going on?
That's crazy.
I just finished lunch, so I thought I'd pop back on.
Now, there's like a million courses for Cisco too, so I have the entire collection. I have the entire. It's like a fucking encyclopedia of Cisco.
We were limited on doing ports, security, IPs, and port blocks, and sub IPs and things like that. Setting up LANs. Setting up VLANs and things like that.
Yeah. Lots of fun.
Of course, setting up the security between the WANs and the routers. Or, sorry, the servers and the routers. My bad.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. Although, it was a bit tedious at times.
So what did you have for lunch, Darren?
Oh, I had a small burger.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Small burger?
Yeah.
Is that like code for McDonald's?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't been. I don't go to McDonald's. I haven't been to McDonald's in a long, long time. And I don't live near a McDonald's, so.
The sign? The McDonald's sign? The McDonald's sign.
What about it?
The arches with the words McDonald's at the bottom?
Yeah, I don't live near a McDonald's, so,
Okay. Anyway, my father is partially responsible for that sign.
Really?
Before it was different. The McDonald's sign was completely different back in the day.
Are you talking the single arch?
No, I'm talking about because the word McDonald's used to go through the arches. and it used to be like a hump arch.
Yeah.
And then you went from the M with the word McDonald's underneath of it. That was my father's idea.
Was he a franchisee or something?
He was a district manager.
Oh, okay.
In New York, back when hamburgers were like 16 cents, and he did $500,000 a week.
Yeah. So he must have worked directly under Ray Kroc then, huh?
I don't know the names. I know Murph. Was that Murphlack? Someone Murphlack. It's like the only name I know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, yep. Yeah, he's got they gave him a pure silver thing, plaque.
Cool.
Yeah. The only thing I know about the early days of McDonald's was what I learned from watching the founder and a couple other YouTube videos. So.
Yep.
Which is like saying I don't know anything at all, pretty much. But,
Pretty much. I wasn't going to say anything, but now that you mentioned
yeah,
it.
I know.
Ooh, somebody just reached out. Huh. Interesting.
Hello world, Birdo by 5, Kapla. What?
What?
Okay.
Who's that? Bird?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, glad for you to join us, Bird.
I was napping.
Yeah. I'll go
Oh,
ahead
it
and
really
take my
is Bird,
spot.
okay.
That's fine. You can have my spot. No problem. Yep. Fine.
Where'd
Every
go?
fucking time.
I know. You deserve it. Go ahead.
Where did the
I'm
geek
nobody.
go?
He had things to do.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he had some things to take care of. No, I'm glad on my channel. All right, this is bitching. Okay, here's bitching. You want bitching? Geek, I hope you're hearing this. All right? I'm glad on my channel I don't do this. Okay? I actually musical chairs. Okay? Nobody gets a spot. Like, you deserve to be up in the top left-hand corner, or here, or there, or label us by putting us where we deserve to be, depending on who else is on the stream. I'm glad that does not happen on my channel. There's bitching. Hope you like it.
Well, yeah, I sort of consider ranting to just be extended bitching. And that was my
no, ranting is entertainment for entertaining purposes, bitching. But it can't be called bitching. It's like a square and a rectangle. Okay? A square
Well, that
can
might
be a rectangle, but
that
a
might be a
rectangle can't be a
relatively
square.
recent wrinkle in the definition of the word, but yeah, I've always considered ranting to just be extended bitching, extended bitching session.
I wouldn't say extended.
You can have a short rant.
Yeah, but even a short rant would be still longer than a bitching session. I don't know. It's all on your mind. Yeah.
A rant
Yeah.
is meant to be entertaining. A bitch is just being a bitch to piss somebody off.
I don't know that a rant is meant to be entertaining.
Let me
Maybe
take a look
on
at
YouTube
the
it is.
dictionary here. Maybe
Yes.
let me look. Rant. Okay, in dictionary.com, which is not the best source, but
well, no, because there's different definition of rants.
Right.
Okay.
To speak or declaim extravagantly or violently, talk in a wild, vehement way, rave, or to utter or declaim in a ranting manner. Well, I hate it when they use like the word is part of its own definition. Yeah.
Here's a bad word. Here's a bad definition for any word. Is if you use the word itself
right
in the definition of the word.
Yeah. I always get frustrated with that. Not as frustrated, apparently, as Captain Trek is, though.
I'm sorry. It's in my mind. It's the ultimate stupidity. If you cannot
It's
describe
circuitous.
a word without using that word, you may want to learn what the word means.
I always remember George Takei doing a parody of In Search Of. Leonard Nimoy was the host of In Search Of in the 70s, and he had his own parody show, In Search of the Unknown, and he looks very seriously at the camera, and he goes, "The Oxford English Dictionary defines the word unknown as that which is not known." And then he says it with a very foreboding thing, but what he's saying is obviously self-evident. So, you had to be there.
At least not known is still not using unknown.
Right.
Yeah, but I get it because you can do like a rant. It doesn't have to be entertaining. I get that.
Now let's look
like
at Urban
bitching
Dictionary.
rants, and there's rants bitching, but rant has taken on a new example where
Right.
it's like the safe word for an outspoken monologue rant or monologue argument.
Yeah. The Oxford,
That
or
is
sorry, the
only
Urban Dictionary.
effective
Sorry,
if it's entertaining. I guess that's a better way of putting it.
The Urban Dictionary says extensively talk about a given topic longer than needed, whether anyone cares or not. That's their definition of rant. And so far, I have yet to hear or read a definition that includes anything having to do with entertainment. But
anyone cares. That's entertaining.
I figured Urban Dictionary would have that definition, but maybe. Oh, hold on. There's another one here. Hold on. To speak aggressively about something, or to take your own tangent about a subject and talk about it for a long time in a passionate manner. Okay, so that's a little better. Okay, so let's go a little bit further here. To suddenly give a long speech that usually results in rambling and repeating of nonsense. Okay.
There you go. That's entertaining.
Let's try this one here. I wouldn't call that entertaining because the word entertaining isn't in there.
You wouldn't.
But definition number 4 off of Urban Dictionary: when someone is pissed about something and they ramble on about it. Okay. Definition number 5: expressing opinions in a rambling or aggravated manner. Okay, let's try this one down here. No, none of them have. The last one is 6: the ugly and distorted sound of 2 notes an octave apart. Okay, so that's a different kind of rant. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. But in the coming months or years, you definitely could be correct that somebody's going to make that somewhat official, LD. So I mean, I know that some people talk about, well, today's rant is going to be, and they're kind of just using the word, but it's not official yet. Kind of like how people use the word. I was debating whether to do this or not, and I'm like, you weren't debating. Debating requires you and somebody else. It's a you have to have more than just yourself to debate. Well, that's called making a decision. You're trying to decide something. That's what that's called. But people say debating.
The decision is what you make after.
No.
Decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But see, it's not debating.
Point,
you're
debating
weighing
yourself.
Your option, not debating.
People just use the word debating, and in place of it when it's not the word they should be using. But
does it require 2 people, or does it require just 2 points of sides?
You have to have a pro and a con, or a status quo, and whatever the other one is. So
I need a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You got Darren here, so you got plenty of filler.
Guilty as charged, I guess. How's Bird today, though? Find your tab and unmute it. There you go.
There we go. I had to find the tab and unmute it. Exactly. I'm doing okay. I feel okay. Still waiting for doctors, but I'd hope they'd call by now. But I'm sure they'll call when I go live later.
I'm sure.
I mean, if you needed more money, you could always take that extra bird of prey that I got you. Have a contest for it or something. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know. I don't know how you want to do that. Just maybe just give away. I don't know. But
I was gonna say I was to raise. I wasn't thinking of raising.
I don't think you can
with
raise
it.
money with a Google. Yeah, because if somebody really wants one, they'll go to Eagle Moss and pay $30. So
I can do a raffle for 50 cents.
Yeah, right.
Sell 5,000 tickets and.
Yeah. Or you could, if you're a Catholic, just play online bingo with your audience. And, I can say that because I was raised Catholic.
I could sign the box and then sell it for twice as much.
Absolutely.
Or then nobody will buy it and I'll have to sell it at a loss. Although it didn't cost me anything, so it's pure profit, except shipping. Whatever.
That's why you double the shipping price.
I hope NBG wasn't too mad that I called him a dummy in chat for singing a song.
What happened?
Oh, he was singing part of a song, and obviously YouTube can get after you for. People have gotten whatever demerits from singing "Happy Birthday" in a stream to somebody, because that is a trademarked or actually copywritten song.
Not anymore. It's not.
No, it's still owned
by
but they can still get a claim, and no. I don't want to argue with it, but there were two nuns that owned the copyright for that film, and they gave everything they got from the copyright every year to charity. But I can definitely tell you that what he was singing was probably owned by somebody, but we lose track of all that sometimes. We're not professionals.
Oh yeah, no.
We're not professional radio people or any professional broadcasters. We're ranked lowly amateurs. So, that's. They have problems right now with certain what TV show was it? It was one of those medical surgery dramas, and the show had there was a habit of the doctors during surgery humming or singing popular songs while they worked, and so a lot of those shows had to be edited when they went to like a home video, because they couldn't secure the rights to the lyrics for that kind of thing. Same thing happened to the Muppet Show.
I don't remember the Muppet Show. That's been ages.
Last night I watched Deej's stream with his annoying sidekick, the Anti-Trekker.
Mm-hmm.
I got a few minutes in, but had to pause it when Captain Trek started streaming this morning, and I haven't been back to it yet. If I have the tab open.
You guys think I pick on Anti-Trekker too much?
No.
Okay.
Probably not. He did put quite a few videos on his channel without many of them linking back to yours.
So last night he says, well, I'm going to make a video, because I'm like, I don't think that the Queen and Data had sex in First Contact. I think that was just a wink and a nod to the audience, but I don't think they actually did. And he's going to make a video about that. I'm like, don't make a video about that. Finish your Borg series. Finish my Hulk review that I paid you for. Finish all these other things that you've abandoned first. Don't start any new projects, But
we will never see the Borg series. We'll never see the Hulk review. We'll never see whatever else he's abandoned, because he's lost interest in it, or
right.
what's, I don't know, upsetting or disappointing is that he changes his focus so often that, I mean, I don't expect anymore for him to even try. Like whatever he's doing right now, he's been doing for days on trying to light a model in 3D software.
Yeah, and you can't get invested like in what he does in terms of like wanting to see more, because at this point, anybody who pays attention to the pattern knows that he's probably going to abandon this Nova class Lightwave model, whatever he's working on. I can't remember the program, but DaVinci Resolve. He's gonna move on to something else probably next week. And somebody who, well, I'm less interested in a channel that starts a whole bunch of stuff and never finishes it than one that picks one thing to do, finishes it, and then moves on to the next thing. But I
don't care if they're fun, to be honest. I really don't.
Yeah.
But I expect he's going to finish it? No, I don't. If the stream's fun, though, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was a point. It was like, oh, okay, well, maybe he'll do this. Oh, no.
There we go. Better.
Oh, maybe
Better?
he'll finish this
Better.
one. No.
Yeah.
Now it's like, yeah, okay. He'll start something. It won't be finished.
Now, to be fair, he has had a lot of life, real life things happen.
Yeah.
Too. But I mean, to me, that's not. To me, I don't know that I would let that change my focus like that, though. I mean, it might postpone certain things, but for him to all of a sudden want to start on new projects instead of finishing the old ones, that has nothing to do with real life entanglements. That has to do with his decisions.
Well, I think, and I don't know, I just forgot about it until this second, that maybe this latest change is because his computer died, and he only has certain stuff available on the computer he's using. So
right.
That might well be the explanation.
Yeah. But I mean, he chose to abandon those projects though long before his computer died. So, but his channel is about what he wants to do, and that's
right. And he has every right to.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Yeah.
Squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yeah, nobody's arguing whether he has the.
They get all his subs to say it. They'll do it. Just like I would do it. Any channel owner doesn't listen to his viewers is a fool.
I'm not arguing that he doesn't have the ability to start and stop projects as he sees fit. I'm just questioning the wisdom of it. But anywho. I mean, he got a 3D printer a year or two ago, didn't he? Has he made anything recently with it? I mean, except blocks and.
Well, it says that it's physically, and I don't know, but apparently it's pretty physically demanding to operate a 3D printer. You're always having to make physical adjustments and stuff, so he's not physically up to 3D printing.
Gotcha.
I tell you, he definitely saved me money, though, because I was on the verge of buying a 3D printer when I saw what all the work that, what you get out of it is not what they show you. Right. And I'm like, oh, you could print this. I'm like, holy shit, that's great. And he shows what he gets. It's actually a garbage mess that you've got to push and sand and whatever. Oh, hell no. That's definitely not for me. That is not what I thought it was. They conveniently leave that out on the news.
Well, of course, because it's got to sound as simple as possible. Otherwise, they wouldn't sell. It'd be like, oh, I got to do all this? Maybe not.
Crap, I gotta take a second. Where's that? Oh, there you are.
Donner, famous for playing Herb Tarlek on the TV sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati, has died, says Elihu.
Yep.
Never watched that show. It was one of those shows that seemed to go on forever, too. Like, after it left the network, I think it became a syndicated show.
Yeah.
Because it had a following, probably in Cincinnati.
Whatever. We're never
Was that the show where they threw the turkeys out of the helicopter?
Yes.
You know,
God is my witness.
I didn't watch the show, but I know about that. That's sorry. I know Lonnie Anderson was the receptionist, and she was married to Burt Reynolds at the time, I think, or shortly afterward.
Oh, let's see here. Uh-huh.
Right, I'm back. Oh.
So I'm wondering if these silver and gold prices dropping are going to have any kind of impact on electronics also dropping in price too.
Doubtful. They don't put enough in it.
Yeah, I wonder. You know, it's. I know they use it for plating only, but you know,
plating
makes me wonder.
It's doubtful, but possible.
Demand is so high.
Weren't you telling me that they were selling these? They got these new cards that are designed for miners now, so they don't have to keep using our graphics cards. Was it you saying that?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
Yes, but unfortunately, they're so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
There are people, and there are people who already have like farms.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it has affected them, but not 100%. Maybe like 60%. What affected the market wasn't the miners; it was the scammers.
Mm.
We are in a scam storm right now.
Gotcha.
Where, people are abusing because companies went the way they did. It has left the loophole open for scammers to raid the market. This shit wouldn't fly back in the 90s. But it does now because companies have become lazy and so-called cost aware. And they have changed their policies and their operations. That hurts the consumer, but helps the scammers. For instance, did you know that there is a scam going on that affects Uber drivers? That makes them cancel their tickets. So that person is forced to call a taxi. Did you know that?
I prefer taxis anyway, so I don't care.
They're more expensive.
I know.
Yeah.
The system to have to be when you have to pay for insurance and shit.
Yeah. So,
but I gotta ask, how does a scam force you to call a taxi?
Because they'll scam the Uber driver. They're on YouTube. You can check it out. They get a phone call and saying that I canceled my order. Please don't pick me up, or some other type of scam.
Unless they actually get the cancellation through the Uber app, they should show up.
It
Uber will
doesn't stop them
pay
from
them
trying.
if they show up.
Doesn't stop them from trying.
These would have to be incredibly stupid drivers.
And there are incredibly stupid drivers. Yes. Thank you for making that point.
Well, then it kind of makes me happy they didn't show up. Since if they're too stupid to understand how Uber works, they're probably too stupid to drive.
It doesn't make the person who has to be in the convention center in 25 minutes not happy. Doesn't make the person trying to get to work happy. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They want their ride.
I kind of care if my driver is capable of understanding basic.
90% of people don't. You do. They don't. You know this to be true. And whatever you don't know doesn't hurt you. I mean, you're saying you care because we're talking about it, but you don't know what you're going to get when you order Uber. So you don't know that. It's behind the scenes as far as you, the person calling YouTube, matters. I mean, Uber matters. And I agree with you. Like, I completely agree with you. But that's here, not there. And there is where it matters.
Okay.
It kind of reminds me of a story I had heard of. I forget the full details, but somebody called a fast food restaurant like a McDonald's and claimed they were from the police and ordered the workers to hold somebody in the restaurant, physically like hold them down until the police arrived. And like they did it.
Yep.
Like they abducted a customer thinking they were working on orders from the police, and it was just somebody scamming them on the phone.
Yep. Absolutely. I think that's another beautiful example. And I wonder if we had a solution that would stop scammers dead in their track.
Oh, that would be good.
We do.
I wonder what they would call that.
Could be Judge Dredd.
I am the law. God. All right, where was I? A message.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay, here we go. It's LDG's girlfriend.
Oh, God. Woman, get out of here. Listen, you. No, get. Shoo.
Isn't she married?
Ain't funny.
Hey, Deej.
Are you two-timing Yvette?
I do. Anything I do is with Yvette's permission. Okay? I would never do anything without her permission first. They don't know where you're at. Okay, let me get you the link.
I just couldn't resist.
No.
Hey, good job last night, Deej.
Oh, wait, your name was Darius. That's you? I could have sworn your name was Darius, unless I was seeing the name down below and I got confused.
You need a better sidekick, though, Deej.
I know it.
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to give him another chance next week to redeem himself.
Okay.
Who?
Andy Tracker.
My sidekick last night.
Oh. Well, I was wondering what he would have said about my Loki thing, about the timelines, but he didn't have nothing for it. So, again,
No, he just wanted to
can't
perpetuate
have a
his
timeline with branches unless
he just wanted to perpetuate
branched.
his triple timeline, double crap on a stick theory, which is all about preserving his favorite version of Star Trek, rather than actually trying to preserve the whole landscape of Star Trek. So,
Yeah, well, we're starting to see a theme here. So we got all these timelines and changing of the timelines and multiverses, and now we have the same thing happening in Picard season 2.
Deej, I didn't think about that being the Enchantress until you
That's
mentioned
not the
that.
Enchantress.
I mean, they both
I'm
wear,
sorry,
they both wear green. I mean, the Enchantress is basically, when you look at Thor's early set of villains, the Enchantress was just female Loki anyway. Whenever Loki was in prison, she would take over and sort of, antagonize him a little bit.
Well, well, see, they gave it away in the credits.
Oh yeah.
How?
If you read the credits, don't watch the English credits. Watch one of the foreign credits. They named the character Sylvia, which is the Enchantress's name.
Well, Amora is the Enchantress's name.
Depending upon who you look up, because some label it as Sylvia too.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring it up, because there might be another version I'm not familiar with that came out after.
Maybe it's Tilly.
Okay, yeah. Still okay. Here we go. Yeah, there was a second one named Sylvie Lushton. Interesting. Okay, and she's a relatively recent creation. She debuted in 2009. That's why I'm not familiar with her. So yeah, okay. That makes even more sense.
And I'm sorry, Darius. Apparently, he's taken it down now, so nobody else can see it.
They said it was a Loki signature.
Well, the Enchantress might be an alternate Loki in this time. I mean, it's kind of like what they did with Hela, right? They took bits and pieces of various characters. They took Hela's look and her name, and her status as goddess of death, but then they also gave her Angela's backstory, where she's the older sister of Thor instead of his niece, and then they teamed her up with the Executioner, and the woman that the Executioner always had. Was always paired up with was the Enchantress. Both of them were members of the Masters of Evil, which was a sort of a evil team of Avengers that fought the Avengers a lot. So, they tend to do that. They tend to amalgamize villains, and they might be doing something similar here, where she's like a combination of both versions of the Enchantress, and they threw in a little bit of an alternate Loki kind of thing in there as well. I mean, we saw a bunch of pictures of alternate Lokis that looked nothing like Tom Hiddleston. We saw one that looked almost like a
exactly. So it's still going to be Loki. It might just be an Enchantress version of Loki, but still Loki, not a different character.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see. We don't know. A couple of those versions of Loki were even played. Well, a couple of those versions that we saw were definitely played by Hiddleston, but they looked very different. One of them was like dressed in casual clothes, like shorts and a t-shirt or whatever. So I mean, can't really imagine him doing that, but we'll see what happens.
Well, one of them was kind of a nudge at Lance Armstrong and Tour de France.
Oh,
yeah,
that might have been it then. Yeah.
Because that was basically the same pose he had in one of his things. They just put Loki's face over it.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But LDG, I'll bet you right now that I am right on this one.
Oh, Lord.
Nope, it's Loki. I'll bet you it's Loki with a Enchantress twist.
All right.
Because it is magic.
If it turns out to be the Enchantress, if it turns out to be the Enchantress, you have to make a video and put up saying that I am a god on this one, and I figured it out by episode 2.
Whatever. Oh, God. What happened to the good old gentleman's bet? What? I don't have to call you a god or
what? That's a good gentleman's. That's a good gentleman's bet.
No one called me a god when I said freaking what's her name was behind it all.
All right.
What the hell?
If it turns out that you're right on this and it still is a variant of Loki, then I will make a video saying that you are God.
That doesn't get me anything. I mean, you just want to frickin' no.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, because
so,
you're not
do you have
confident,
any,
and
okay.
I am.
All right, wait. All right, so answer me this. Riddle me this there, frickin' Riddler. Did you did you get any? Are you going off anything else? Did you get a leak or any kind of article or anything?
I'm going.
Or is this 100% original theory?
I'm going off because of the name that was listed in the credits.
Okay.
That's what I'm going off of.
Okay,
And
so the fact that it was put in on the screen.
It fits because that is the power the Enchantress uses.
Yeah.
Loki can only do that if he had the Mind Stone. The Enchantress can do it at will.
Whoa. But she could have... Wait, she could have the Mind Stone. What are you talking about?
The Mind Stone has to be like in the staff Loki used, and he had to touch someone to do it. She was jumping from one person to another, not touching a thing. I'm telling you, it's her.
I want to know if she was able to soup up that redneck who roughed up Loki a bit, because Loki went toe-to-toe with Captain America and dominated that fight until Iron Man showed up.
Yeah, that was one part that I didn't get, was how the redneck was able to kick his ass.
Right. It's like I think they forgot that he's an Asgardian and they're several times stronger than human beings. I mean,
right.
Well, he's a frost giant, technically, but still.
We have physical evidence that Captain America, who we know is much stronger than an average redneck, unless they're drunk.
What if it's Wanda?
It's not Wanda.
What if Wanda's trying to get her kids back,
and it's not
she
Agatha
can't
either,
because the time agents are stopping her, and then she's
Agatha,
like,
"It's not Wanda. It's not. It's the Enchantress."
Because she touched people too, and changed their mind, just exactly like that.
The Enchantress was not touching anyone.
Yes, she was.
No, she
wasn't.
What are you talking about? She wasn't even in the same room when she was jumping from person to person.
She did jump from in the rocks cart. She was moving her because the green mist will jump from person to person based on physical contact.
Yeah. It was all physical contact.
I believe.
Well, give me an example because I remember physical contact.
Even
on
in
number
the beginning.
20.
Yeah, even in the beginning when they played that awful stupid Bonnie Tyler music in the beginning during that fight.
I'm a hero. Oh my god.
She had to touch C20 in order to, she came up behind her and sort of touched her, and that was what made her, go green.
After the initial touch, it wasn't the Enchantress; it was the spell going from person to person.
No, she was talking to Loki in another body.
Yeah. The conversation continues.
But the Enchantress's body was not going and touching individual people.
Right.
It was the people touching the other people that was doing
Yes. It was her.
Yeah. The Mind Stone does not do that.
And the green mist
and
me.
You're right.
Like
the Mind Stone doesn't do that. You're right. And it would have been, the Mind Stone, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't people's eyes kind of go black or whatever in Avengers when he used the Mind Stone, whereas here they're going green.
Yep.
Which Wanda could easily change her color to green.
It's not Wanda.
That's no big deal.
Get over the Wanda. It's not Wanda. It's not Agatha. It's not any of them.
It's not Wanda. I swear to God, it's Wanda.
It's Manifesto. The little French girl pointed to the stained glass painting.
I gave you the bet right now, LDG. It's going to turn out to be the Enchantress.
I don't know. I can't say anything because right now I think it could be Wanda. It could be Wanda, dude.
No.
I don't see them adding a new character. Just don't.
They've added new characters each series. This is not WandaVision.
Yeah.
This is Loki. This is not going to have anything to do with anybody from WandaVision.
It has to do with the multiverse.
No,
It'll
it
tie
doesn't.
in somehow indirectly.
They actually called it out. They showed it. They said it. They keep talking about it.
Yes, and what the Enchantress has done by stealing all those things and launching them all at once at the end of episode 2
Just shoot me.
fractured the time.
For what purpose?
She has her own agendas.
Quite a whatever the word is I'm trying to say. Convenient of you.
Yeah, but it's a massive leap to try to say it's Wanda.
No, it isn't.
So what do you think?
It would actually be good if we found out it was Wanda. It would be badass if Wanda caused the madness, the multiverse madness. She went wacko because she lost her kids. She went and just read the dark book. Okay, she turned into this fucking dark book, same thing, whatever. Fucking, she wants her kids. She can't get her kids. Why? Because the TVA is in her way.
You think that the actress was just playing a glamour of Wanda, and that she's creating all these branches in the timeline to find one where she has kids?
No. At the end of WandaVision, she heard her kids.
Right. Yeah.
Okay? She knows her kids exist somewhere in another timeline. The problem is, if she tries to branch out, the TVA stops her.
Right. So again, my question: do you think the way the second episode ended with all these branches forming, they got the Sacred Timeline got quote bombed? Remember, that's how that ended. Do you think that that's actually her, Wanda?
That was a distraction. She could have done that whenever she wanted. She chose to do it at that time because she was found out. Remember, she set the clock only after she found out she was caught and people were coming in. That was her escape. The TVA, let me tell you something. That whole thing, everybody thinks, oh my God, the timeline is split in a million different... No, the time cops, did you see how many time cops they had? They're going to cut all those branches. Yeah, that what happened is going to be nothing. Episode 3. They're going to fix that. They're going to come back saying, oh man, I haven't worked that hard in a long time. We've got the timeline back to normal. You know what I mean?
This reminds me of a short story that somebody wrote back in the 50s. I don't remember who it was, what the title was, but it was about this guy who kept, basically, he would commit crimes, but then he would always time travel to like 1983 or I don't remember what it was. It was a story written in the 50s, and so he'd spent his whole life time traveling, but always his pit stop was always this one particular place in time. And that's why nobody could find him. And then when they did find him, they found dozens of versions of him there because they were all going back to the same time period. So, I mean, that's how I kind of saw this whole rocks cart thing, was that this person was always using that time and place as a pit stop. So there might have been multiple versions of her at the time the TVA showed up. All right. Sounds like he's maybe...
I got to step away for a second. I'm sorry there. My phone rang.
All right.
Did we just lose somebody?
No.
Oh, anyway, just give me a minute.
Right.
Okay.
I guess
we're only 2 episodes in. I don't claim to know what's going on either.
Only 4 episodes left.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna laugh when I'm proven right.
Yeah. Being right is fun.
I mean, come on, I can't be wrong all the time. I have to get something right.
Okay. What makes you think you're right?
The end credits. They slipped up. They put the name of the woman in the one set of credits. That's where they slipped up. That's where they effed up.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you sure it wasn't intentional?
Could have been intentional to see who paid attention to the end credits all the way through.
Was it in just one language, or was it in all
It was just
languages?
in one language.
That could be a slip up then. Who knows?
Honestly, I think people will go, oh, well, okay, if people don't speak Spanish, they're not necessarily going to pay attention to the Spanish run, so, okay, we'll just slip it in there.
Yeah, it's like most people just thumb through it real quick with their little arrow bar, see if there's an end credit video or something. If they don't see nothing, they shut it off, so they're not paying attention to who's in. I think it was a slip up that.
Oh yeah. My brother went and saw the Blair Witch Project when it came out, and I told him that was not real. He said that was all real. That was all real footage. Those were real kids that died. I'm like, no, it wasn't. None of that was real. And he's like, what are you talking about? And and I said, did you catch the end of the credits? The end of the credits, that movie has the same thing that every other movie about space and every movie has ever had. It says the characters depicted in this motion picture are entirely fictional. Any resemblances to real life persons or places is purely coincidental. That but nobody sees that because they don't. Most people leave the theater before that appears on the screen. So I mean, yeah, it's fun to make predictions about shows like this and then see who's right and stuff. But I mean, it is just
people used to leave theaters until Marvel started adding those scenes.
Right. Now they're adding 2 or 3. They'll have like 2 mid-credit sequences, and then they'll have an end credit sequence. And that's why it really ticks us off when we wait through the whole credits of Infinity War and there's nothing there.
I'm still convinced that there's a 10-year wait, and then there'll be another end credit scene.
Yeah, I'm back.
We haven't yet seen from.
Yeah. What's funny? Yeah, what's funny is a lot of people didn't know that with the Incredible Hulk film in 2008 that the scene with Ross and Tony Stark in the bar was actually supposed to be the end credits scene, but they moved it to the front of the credits so that they could legally have Tony Stark appear in the trailers for the Hulk, because Iron Man was such a success, and then 2 months later they had this Hulk movie. They were worried that no one would go see the Hulk movie. They had to basically give away the farm there. Yeah, exactly. In order to salvage it. So I mean, yeah, that's how that works. But because a lot of theaters actually were, including the one around here, they when they had like their listings of movies and their matinees, instead of putting the Incredible Hulk, they put Hulk 2. They actually presented it as if it was a sequel to the 2003 movie, and that wasn't the case.
Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, I would say it's false advertising then.
Well, yeah, I mean, the movie studios can't police every mom and pop theater out there either, too. Yeah, but I mean, it was a misconception. A lot of people didn't understand what was going on with the MCU back then. They didn't know that, and especially with the Hulk, where you had a movie that had come out 5 years earlier that not a lot of people enjoyed as much as they probably should have, because they hired the wrong director and stuff like that. Yeah.
No. It's funny because I've heard people say, "Oh, you're going to go see this movie." Well, you have to see these movies first. No.
I have
Then
seen
I won't see
movies. Yeah, I've seen sequels. I see, and this is one of those things I kind of agree with James Cameron on. He says if you, this because I've seen his movies. He did sequels for a while there. He did Aliens, the sequel to Alien, and then he obviously did Terminator, but then he also did Terminator 2. And I saw Aliens before I saw Alien. And he said in an interview, he says, I don't believe it should be necessary for somebody to have seen the original film to enjoy a sequel that I make. And they bring you up to speed with what Ripley went through, through dialogue in the beginning of the movie. I mean, I had no trouble following what was going on in Aliens at all. And, credit to Cameron. That was, I like it when they do that. He thinks that his sequels should stand on their own merits.
All right, I found the spot here in the credits.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see it, Deej. Sylvie.
Where?
Right in front of you.
Right in front of your face.
No shit. Oh, Loki, Sylvie.
No shit, he says to me.
What does it say on English or in English?
Variant.
Variant. Well, had anybody check if Sylvie is not Spanish for variant?
I'm doing that right. I'm doing that right now.
This looks like Italian to me, not.
Yeah, it might be Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah, reparto.
Senorita Minutos. Okay, yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be. Doesn't look like it could be Portuguese.
Hold up. Here we go. Sylvie. Detected French. Is that French?
No.
No.
You said Italian, maybe?
It looks like it's a Spanish equivalent. Either it's a Spanish derivative or a Latin derivative. It's got mujer, for something. It's got señorita over here. So I'm thinking it's either Spanish or it's maybe Portuguese, but I don't know.
Well, Googling it, it's all about people now reporting the rumor that Deej found.
Mm-hmm.
Loki's Lady Loki may actually be Enchantress. Disney Plus may have accidentally leaked a major Loki spoiler. The Enchantress has Marvel Loki Episode 2 secretly introduced another major villain. Mm-hmm. We've already poisoned the Google results.
Question is, though, was it accidental?
Sylvia is of French origin, meaning from the forest.
Oh, fuck me in the goat ass. That has got a lot of ginger in it.
Which is funny because she was in Vision and the Scarlet Witch
Cartoon?
comic.
How many goat asses do you have?
Greatest of all time ass. Only need one. All right, let's see. What was her name again? Actress?
Sylvie.
Sylvia
actress.
Gurley.
The actress?
Mary Wiseman.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm going to look it up.
That wasn't in Bird.
Loki TV series.
Oh, wait.
Sophia Di
wait.
Martino, you dumbasses. All right, so let's look at the what her credits are here.
So Loki gave the Enchantress her powers?
I don't remember. I think she might have been an apprentice of hers or something. Let's see. The Enchantress. See, there's more than one. And then it's a problem because The one that I'm familiar with was the original one, Amora, who is a member of the Masters of Evil and all that happy horse noise.
Oh, by the way, this wasn't a leak. By the way, her name is in the Marvel Cinematic website as Sylvia.
Okay.
If you go to mcu.fandom.com, her name is Sylvie Laufendeuter. She is Loki, so you lost the bet.
I think so.
He's a variant of Loki.
Yeah, see again, they're amalgamizing characters like they did with Hela. Yeah. So
that's exactly what they're doing.
Because the original Enchantress was an apprentice of Carnilla, Queen of the Norns, and that's where her base of her sorcery came from. But then this other character, Sylvie Lushton, as she's referred to on Wikipedia, was given powers by Loki so that he could use her in his schemes. And so they're combining both versions with something new. Oh well.
Oh, they even had it. All right, so they even had it in the file. The file has her name there. So yeah, definitely not a leak.
Episode 1, they did show a young Sylvie.
Where
was that?
When?
It was.
That one chick. Yeah.
The young girl that is on The Walking Dead right now playing Judith.
The French girl in the church.
Young girl.
Yeah.
I think that was just a witness.
They got her listed in the IMDb. Young Sylvie.
Weird. Huh. Interesting. I kind of like this show is basically a police procedural. I mean, it's a police procedural with time travel and alternate realities in it, but that's what it is. All those scenes with Loki and Owen in the library, doing work and trying to guess what somebody's going to do. That's what it is.
Yeah. That actually makes it sound more interesting to watch.
Yeah. I liked how they were able to pinpoint what cataclysm they're hiding in because of the brand of gum that they found at a crime scene, one that only existed for like 4 years historically.
The funny thing, if you look up this actress,
they
list her on IMDb as the variant for episodes 3 and 4, but then don't put any name for her on 5 and 6.
Weird.
So
must be trying to. Yeah.
I think by episode 5 they're going to start calling her another name.
Probably. It's so hard with internet to have a surprise. Now it's not impossible, but it's harder, and so
yeah.
I mean, when you can go on the internet and go to a website like for an action figure manufacturer and action figures and toys give away key plot points of films, I think that's unfortunate. But
well, that's just bad organized, bad management.
No,
it's actually easier to hide information on the internet. But the example you gave is mismanagement.
Well, they're between a rock and a hard place because the retailer's got to be able to see the product in the catalog to be able to know whether they want to order it or not. What if it looks like shit? And they tried that a few years ago with I can't remember what movie it was, but they put like a big black box over the actual product so that no details would leak out. But then none of the retailers bought the product. They're like, I can't see the product. Why would I pre-order something like that just because it's related to your movie? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, that most recently, I think that was the big problem with the Godzilla versus Kong movie was that they had.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to drop out. Just gonna help somebody in the
No
backstage.
problem.
Cool,
Good
man.
chat and cool.
Yeah.
Don't know. I would like to see if that was Wanda, but doubtful now that I read what I read. They're most likely not going to change the wiki, right? I'd be just shocked and happy if they actually did, right? If this was all misinformation and that actually ended up being Wanda and not some version of Loki trying to find her kids and fight the TVA. Awesome plot right there. But of course, if it's an awesome plot, they're not going to do it. So, guys, I'll catch you guys around. Thank you for having me. Love each and every one of you. Be good.
Wanda?
Yeah.
He thinks the variant's Wanda? Did I miss
He thought
that?
at first. At first, he thought it was Wanda.
Yep.
He's not over it.
Nope.
He's still on that
He
Wanda
is
kick.
not over it.
He's got some hope, though. The Marvel What If series is coming soon, too. So maybe it'll have a what if Wanda actually is involved with everything. And
which is animation, of course. But yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'll still watch it.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go get my mail. I'm gonna put my headset down and mute my mic. Gonna be about 5 minutes.
No problem.
And Darius, I hope you checked out that link I threw in a little while ago. I found the link at the back door area to get into last night's stream, even though iTrekker put it on.
Yeah, Wanda from In Living Color. Let's see here.
Not backing down that the Daleks could beat Borg.
Yeah.
The Daleks could beat the Borg?
Yep.
There's some type of illness going on now.
Cybermen, yeah, the Borg could win easily, but not the Daleks.
Why is that?
Daleks are way tougher.
Aren't they just basically like talking trash cans? They only say one thing.
They fought the Time Lords and almost destroyed them if it hadn't been for the Doctor stepping in.
That just tells me the Time Lords are bullshit, not that the Daleks are pretty powerful.
Time Lords are basically the ultimate power.
Yeah, well, an ultimate power in a shitty universe.
Hey, there is the planet Corona.
The Death Star was the so-called ultimate power in that universe, too. It fell pretty quickly. 3 times.
Hell, the NX-01 Enterprise could beat the Death Star, so...
And the NX-01 Enterprise could beat the Daleks.
Oh.
What?
Hell, Porthos could piss on a Dalek. It'd probably short out.
You're just a Doctor Who hater.
Of course he is. Too bad we don't have somebody like Yvette here.
Porthos, come here. No more Daleks.
Oh, that's all right, Thomas, if you had to add a few lights. Have you been checking out Thomas's Minecraft video? Had a McDonald's right there for you, Bird.
I saw the house. I didn't see the video. Has he been releasing videos?
There's a video of the whole place, and it has the McDonald's and everything.
Cool.
That one came out a while ago.
Popped up on my Tim feed yesterday.
Then I didn't see it. I should be getting it. I'm subscribed to him. Son of a bitch.
Uh-oh, Bird's going to play Call of Duty in 30 minutes.
Cool. So you already have it set up?
Notification.
I do.
Okay, let me check real quick. Notifications. I didn't get shit.
Hi, Guy and Anti-Truckers chat all last night kept wanting my TARDIS.
Well, shows good taste.
Oh, he's got a train, Darwin Town, and everything. Why am I not getting updates? I have the bell. The bell's rung. God damn it, YouTube. I'm subscribed. The bell is rung.
Yeah, I'm subscribed. The bell is rung. And I still didn't get any notification that you were going live.
I've gotten a notification the same person has subscribed to my channel 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You guys get to hear an unboxing.
They'll put it on the damn camera.
No, don't do that. It's just bars of soap.
Hey, there's the McDonald's.
Yeah, bars of soap.
Well, you could have showed us. But
That's
no.
fine. I don't have my camera hooked up
Next
here.
up, Thomas, find a big mountain and put a mine in it and put Rogan Orphan Mine on it.
Yes.
The Morning Brew. DeMarco Pizza. Blackbeard's. Pizza Hut.
John DeMarco own a pizzeria?
Apparently.
Cool.
Baseball field.
Oh, there's a mine under the soup. Already got the Rogan Mine.
Matthews Dolphin Research Center. Michael Crawford.
And what's there?
A castle. Oh, and he's right across the street from me. And Sassy.
Yeah, he's got to be right across from so they can sniper you.
And I can walk in this, and walk upstairs. There's a basement. Mamo Pray. Oh, Mamo Pray gets to lay down. There's lots of flowers and trees. Who lives in this house?
Yeah, I got my dad
Mama.
some soap from Outlaw Company. He likes that stuff for Father's Day.
Cool.
It's cowboy soap.
Oh, it's
you know.
What?
Matthew's house.
And each bar of soap they have, at least the samplers, come with this little plastic chicken. Like a plucked chicken, like ready to be cooked. Like a rubber chicken, you know?
Yeah.
Very strange.
Win. Sorry, every time I hear rubber chicken, I think of Curl.
Think of what?
You'd have to watch Svengoolie to understand that one.
You got houses for everybody. John DeMarco, Jeff Franklin. Very beautiful neighborhood. Pyramid.
That's a pyramid.
Yeah, just make sure you don't build anything for me. I still have to talk to somebody who's doing a Minecraft game before to destroy something they've made for me.
Oh, you guys are still playing that? You should be playing Vault and Valheim.
You hit the Insomniac Soup Club.
Huh?
Well, any tricker stopped talking about his Nova class. He's not streaming anymore.
Very nice tower. I assume that's the Deej Tower. Hospital. That's useful. City Hall.
Trust me, I've had YouTube purge members for mine as well. And I've been gotten rid of from several other YouTube channels, including Birds midstream one time.
Oh, apparently Katie's going to trigger me too.
Why is that?
I think she's making a new fandom forecast.
Oh, she is.
And
yeah, she is. A new Doctor Who.
Yeah, she's doing the new Doctor.
They should call it Dr. What the Fuck. Or Doctor Who Gives a Shit.
And I'm winning the polling again for the Rumble tonight, but you know how that goes. Every time I win the poll, I get shafted.
You never know.
I'm holding a commanding lead at 41.7% right now.
Where's this at?
On Twitter, Chaos Central. I'll retweet it on mine. Yes, it was Darius. I always get shaft. Bird is not my overlord, Josh.
Are you sure?
Yep. Oh, they're coming for me.
Cool.
Yeah, my window's open.
Oh,
Let's read the headlines here. No, that's too
yes.
political. That's too political. We can't read that one. Can't read that
What
one.
is it? I don't have to comment on it. Just
Facebook's CCP-linked fact-checker, in quotes, is now censoring stories critical of Zuckerberg-funded Wuhan lab partners.
oh, that's not intentionally leading anywhere, is it? Nah. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Here's one for you. Now, I know you said no politics.
All right.
I just find this one funny. The Supreme Court decided unanimously to side with Catholic foster agencies' right to exclude same-sex couples from program.
Right.
Even the liberals sided with that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, it's a private organization.
That and same-sex marriages are viewed as a sin in that church, and they have the right to expression. Now, if there was no other way for a same-sex couple to adopt, then there might be an issue there. But
right.
There are other places they can go. They don't have to get it through the Catholic Church.
Correct.
So, yeah.
I'm siding with you on this one, Darren. If that were the only way, then yeah, I would have an issue with it. But
right. Here's another headline: Weinstein to be extradited from New York to stand trial on sex assault charges in L.A. And it shows like images of him like doing face palms.
Yeah. I love some of those headlines that make it sound like, they're having to be extradited from a foreign country, not some other state.
We did lose another actor from WKRP.
Another?
Besides Herb?
Over the years, but no, I'm just saying Herb died. And over the years, we've lost like Mr. Carlson and that. Now we've lost Herb Tarlick.
Yeah, we had that headline earlier. Victoria's Secret does away with angels, in quotes, will replace models with purple-haired soccer star, transgenders, and plus-size women.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, time to go to Fredericks of Hollywood.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. I have no problem with having different people model the different products. That's fine. But to exclude the people who have been models previously because they're attractive? Okay, whatever. Be stupid. Lose your money. I don't care.
What else we got here? Military stumped by stolen box of U.S. Marine Corps armor-piercing grenades. They're stumped.
They're stumped. Right. Well, yeah. That's whatever.
The Marines. You're supposed to be the bronze, not the brains, genius. All right. Let's see. Feds are banning dogs from 113 countries. Now, that's an interesting headline. Let me see that. Yeah. CDC says there has been a risk in fake rabies vaccination certificates. So okay, they're doing it to protect our own dogs. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, then why can't they simply keep them in quarantine and give them a legitimate rabies vaccination?
I do believe those things cost money.
they also cost money to come over. So if you're going to have your dog with you,
right.
Yeah, you ought to be willing to pay up.
Yeah, they're just going to ban the dogs so that people don't bring dogs from those 13 countries under any circumstances, it looks like.
Trust me, there's a way around any rule, any law, and people are going to find it.
As they should.
It's like, oh, well, so they're going to fly to another country where it isn't outlawed, and then that will be their point of origin.
That seems more expensive than just getting a rabies shot for your dog.
True. But it would also be more intelligent if they just, it's like, okay, if you want to bring your dog's going to be in quarantine for X number of days, and you have to pay for a rabies shot. You also have to pay for boarding. This gives you the option. You leave the dog at home, boarded, or do you bring it with you?
That as I'm reading the article, it says that they can't. Apparently, the paperwork that comes from these countries regarding whether or not dogs have had rabies shots or not is not. They're not able to verify the authenticity.
Right.
So they're just banning pets to come from those countries. That's what their solution is, which I'm fine with. Pets are a luxury anyway for most people.
I would tend to agree.
.8 magnitude earthquake, 40 miles north of Terre Haute, Indiana.
Ah.
Indiana?
Yep.
Huh. How big an earthquake?
3.8.
Oh.
Are they fracking anywhere around there?
Fracking doesn't cause earthquakes.
Supposedly. There are also some questionable sources that say they do. I say questionable.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to prove that they are not connected is to show where it was and was not happening. Therefore, we have statistical data to represent.
We already have that data. Fracking's going on in lots of different states.
I know. But they're still going to blame it, no matter what. People always do stupid things,
right.
so.
Right.
I laugh because the name of the town where it was closest in Indiana was Montezuma. So would that be Montezuma's revenge? But he eat too many damn Taco Bells and fart really big and make everything shake?
That's correct. But not something that they care to mention. Because, it didn't even get backed. Oh, Lord. I just woke up, made and uploaded a video, and you're still here.
Thomas says, Pennsylvania has fracking and we don't have earthquakes.
Yep. I saw that.
I really, really hope LDG doesn't check all the trendings and Elizabeth Olsen is trending, so that would have gave him a little bit more on his theory of
Uh-huh.
Testing.
Peter.
Yes. Yes, Bird. Let's see here.
Sorry, Cap. I was just testing the microphone
I know.
for my stream.
Because you're going to be going live in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, is it 3 minutes? Oh, yeah, it is. Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, I guess I better go.
Yeah, you better.
Thank you for having me up, Cap.
You're welcome.
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Kapla.
Kerplop.
Grouped up. And here is the link to Burno Prey 5 stream. Since Bird did not post it, I did. Please join Burno Prey 5, who is doing open lines. He's also doing... The hell's he doing? Oh, yes. Call of Duty Warzone.
So you can jump up on the panel on open lines and make fun of him every time he dies.
Every fucking time.
Which is about every 3 minutes.
Correct.
On average. Jedi Bill died less than him, and he'd never played the game before.
All right, well, I'm going to take off too, guys.
Absolutely. Hey, everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm going to be heading on over to Burno Prey 5 stream, and hope to see you there. Thank you, everyone who's been in chat, and everyone who's been on the panel, and have a good evening.
Yeah.